Chapter 1130. An amber golden eye of heaven seemed to be embedded in heaven and earth, and it flashed with a profound golden light as it coldly looked down. Even the black destruction serpent dragon's body shook slightly when it looked up at the eye of heaven, and it felt pressured. Oh my God, that's... The hearts of all the experts within Sky Qin's sacred palace turned to stone, and their voices trembled. In the Sky Qin region, more and more experts saw this eye of heaven, and they were all stunned to the spot. What kind of existence is that eye? The hearts of the Sky Qin's sacred palace master and Li Shui shook. Apart from the black destruction serpent dragon, all the experts that saw the eye of heaven felt suffocated, and their souls trembled. Master, that non-human expert just said Zhao Feng. Li Shui's heart moved. Back when Zhao Feng first arrived in the Sky Qin zone, he used his absolute strength to crush all the geniuses of the Sky Qin zone during the Tao of Entertainment Conference and forcefully invited her away. Those scenes were still fresh in Li Shui's memory. That's impossible. That person is a mystic light realm sacred lord. How could his master be Zhao Feng? The Sky Qin's sacred palace master immediately denied it. The Sky Qin's sacred palace master admired Zhao Feng's strength and talent, but only a few dozen years had passed since Zhao Feng left Sky Qin's sacred palace. How could Zhao Feng become a mystic light realm sacred lord in such a short amount of time and have a mystic light realm servant? The black destruction serpent dragon's expression became grim as it messaged Bai Lin. Why didn't you tell me that Zhao Feng came? The black destruction serpent dragon complained. The rumors about Zhao Feng in the Great Gon Lord dynasty were too terrifying. The black destruction serpent dragon had just recovered to the level of a demigod, so it didn't have much confidence in killing Zhao Feng. I've told you many times that I can't predict Zhao Feng's movements, but since I didn't sense any danger, perhaps this means that you can successfully kill Zhao Feng. Bai Lin said after thinking for a while. Under normal situations, her eyes of destiny would be able to sense danger when it approached her, but she didn't feel anything like that this time. Buzz. Bai Lin didn't notice that the Fan Luan ancient sound palace, not far away from her, was releasing a mysterious power that penetrated everything and merged with the world of the Fan universe. Is that so? The black destruction serpent dragon paused for a moment, only half believing and half doubting. If what Bai Lin said was true, then the black destruction serpent dragon might be able to kill Zhao Feng in a direct confrontation. Humph, Zhao Feng, now that you've left the Hall of Gods, you'll die today. The black destruction serpent dragon roared with a cold expression as it faced the eye of heaven. Originally, the black destruction serpent dragon was prepared to kill Zhao Feng after it finished exploring the god corpse. However, Zhao Feng had remained in the Hall of Gods this entire time. Kuan Yun, Nan Gong Sing, and Zhao Yufei were all present, so he hadn't made a move. Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, you're courting death. The faint golden eye of heaven emitted a wave of mental energy that contained a torrential cold killing intent. What a joke. Back then, even Xie Yang couldn't kill me, and there are plenty of people from the two dynasties who want to kill me, but I'm still alive. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon couldn't help but snicker. Even if it wasn't Zhao Feng's match, no one at the same cultivation would be able to stop it if it wanted to run. Now, I'll let your servant die here. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's expression changed as it looked fiercely at Old Monster Su. It could obviously tell that Zhao Feng was still a distance away, and it was just relying on the mark on Old Monster Su's body to use some sort of teleportation eye bloodline technique. Wang, heaven and earth shook as a surge of destructive black flames appeared in the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's hand. However, right at this moment, a shocking surge of eye intent appeared from the eye of heaven in the sky, and a frightening purple and gold flame flashed within it. I forgot that this eye can attack. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's expression became grim as it circulated its sole intent and divine power to defend. The next instant, a giant ball of purple and gold lightning fire landed on the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's body. Boom! The terrifying soul power caused the souls of all the experts within 10,000 miles to explode and their hearts to shake. Whoosh! Old Monster Sue broke free from the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's control and ran in a certain direction. Damn it, this eye! The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had a deadly expression as it quickly got rid of the God Tribulation lightning flames on its body and soul. However, the damage caused by the power of God Tribulation lightning couldn't be healed. Whoosh! The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon turned into a streak of dark black flames that shot through the air and chased after Old Monster Sue. Right at this moment, a terrifying surge of wind, lightning appeared in the distance, and it caused the nearby seas to darken and mountains to shatter. A scarlet-red bolt of lightning shot through the air and met the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's path. Boom! The two figures fiercely clashed and were pushed back several miles. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's left shoulder caved in slightly, but it recovered in just a short while. On the other side, Zhao Feng also got rid of the destructive black flames on his body. After a year of seclusion, Zhao Feng's sacred lightning body had improved, and Zhao Feng's undying sacred lightning body had also been formed. At this moment, his sacred lightning body was indestructible. As long as it wasn't a fatal injury, it could quickly recover, just like the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's Destruction Dragon body. His body, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's expression changed slightly. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon could see that Zhao Feng's body wasn't normal from the clash just now. His defense, resistance, and recovery speed had all reached an unimaginable level. Hand over the fan, Luan Ancient Sound Palace. Zhao Feng's expression was cold as he spoke. Zhao Feng obviously knew what had happened through Old Monster Sue. The fan Luan Ancient Sound Palace was in the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's hands, and he had to take it away. Otherwise, Lu Qinin would be harmed by the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon one day. You're joking, right? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon mocked. It originally wanted to capture the person that could threaten Zhao Feng, but this person was hiding in that weird palace. What surprised the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was that even it, a demigod, couldn't destroy that palace. This meant that the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon couldn't find the person hiding in the palace. However, even if that was the case, it definitely wouldn't return the palace to Zhao Feng. Boom! A layer of scarlet-black flames appeared on the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's body, and it radiated a forbidden and cold destruction dragon might. Even Zhao Feng felt the bloodline in his body tremble slightly, and it was heavily suppressed. After all, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had a faint bloodline of the Destruction Dragon race. Who? The black-scaled male waved his claw, and a faint black wave of flames turned into a black dragon that leapt toward Zhao Feng. Boom! A scorching scarlet flame of wind lightning also appeared on Zhao Feng's body. Sky-destroying sacred lightning palm. Zhao Feng merged his physical force and sacred power into his palm and unleashed a powerful palm. Boom! Pung! Two fire elemental powers that could destroy heaven and earth exploded in heaven and earth. All the experts of the Sky Zither region felt the terrifying power that shook the world, and their hearts trembled. If the two of them had fought any closer to the Sky Zither region, the entire island would have been destroyed. Just what level of expert is this? They can probably destroy the entire Sky Qin zone in the blink of an eye. A small number of Peak King martial emperors in the Sky Qin zone didn't dare to get too close, so they could only see a blurry scene. Sky-penetrating finger. An ancient bloodline aura radiated from Zhao Feng's right index finger. At the same time, a surge of sacred power of wind, lightning poured into it. Whoosh! A scarlet golden light carrying the terrifying power of wind, lightning shot out. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was unable to dodge at such a close distance, and a hole appeared in its chest. This bloodline aura, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's expression became solemn. It had once ambushed Zhao Feng in the god corpse, and Zhao Feng had used this terrifying bloodline divine power to push it back. However, at this moment, Zhao Feng seemed to have merged this power into his body and was able to use it as he pleased. Furthermore, even the destruction serpent dragon body would need some time to recover from the damage this power had done to it. Bai Lin, are you messing with me? The black destruction serpent dragon had an ugly expression as it messaged angrily. The strength that Zhao Feng displayed right now was comparable to a normal demigod, but Zhao Feng also had an eye bloodline that even the black destruction serpent dragon feared. If the situation was good, the black destruction serpent dragon would be able to fight to a draw with Zhao Feng. I'm not sure about that either. My eyes of destiny haven't sensed any danger yet. Bai Lin, who was in the black destruction serpent dragon's origin dimension, wasn't very clear about the current situation. Boom! The black destruction serpent dragon's expression became savage as the scarlet-black flames around its body rose to another level. Destruction dragon breath. A forbidden aura of destruction started to form within the black destruction serpent dragon's body. Not good. The intent of destruction. Zhao Feng's expression turned to surprise. The intent of destruction was the nemesis of all immortal bodies. The power of God Tribulation Lightning contained the intent of destruction, but it wasn't pure intent of destruction. With Zhao Feng's current body, he would probably be severely injured if he took this attack. Since I'm an Amlin Sea, I don't need to hide it anymore. Zhao Feng's expression changed dramatically as a triangular piece of metal appeared in his hand. At the same time, countless bolts of white lightning flashed through Zhao Feng's left eye, and a surge of intent of destruction appeared along with a powerful soul undulation. Boom! A ball of twisting God Tribulation lightning symbols burned like flames and contained a terrifying soul aura as it landed on the black destruction serpent dragon's soul. However, at this moment, the black destruction serpent dragon also spat out a ball of scarlet-black, forbidden divine flames. Wong boom! A giant scarlet-black fireball appeared in heaven and earth. It was like a scarlet-black sun that radiated a forbidden aura that could destroy all things. Ark! The black destruction serpent dragon howled as it endured Zhao Feng's tribulation lightning eye flame. When its pain was slightly alleviated, the black destruction serpent dragon revealed a mocking smile. Hee, this brat isn't dodging? That's stupid. Although it had endured a blow from Zhao Feng's destruction eye bloodline technique, its destruction dragon breath was still stronger than the intent of destruction. However, in the next instant, a figure jumped out of the scarlet-black fireball in front of the black destruction serpent dragon. Whoosh! Zhao Feng approached the black destruction serpent dragon. Sky-penetrating finger. Zhao Feng pointed a finger at the black destruction serpent dragon's head. Whoosh! A scarlet golden light, radiating an ancient bloodline, divine power, and the terrifying power of wind lightning, pierced through the black destruction serpent dragon's head. Arg, how is this possible? The black destruction serpent dragon cried out in pain before looking at the unharmed Zhao Feng. Zhao Feng was able to block its attack that contained the power of origin destruction. This was impossible. The intent of destruction could destroy everything. This is a divine weapon. In the next instant, the black destruction serpent dragon's eyes locked onto the black metal shield covered in mysterious green lines in Zhao Feng's hand. Chapter 1131. If they were exchanging blows, the black destruction serpent dragon would definitely have the advantage. However, at this moment, the black destruction serpent dragon realized that Zhao Feng had used a defensive divine weapon to completely block its destruction dragon breath. This meant that the black destruction serpent dragon had taken a blow from Zhao Feng's tribulation lightning eye flame for nothing. Furthermore, after charging out, Zhao Feng used the sky-penetrating finger with lightning-like speed to injure the black destruction serpent dragon. Zhao Feng has a defensive divine weapon. With my current strength, I won't be able to injure him at all. The black destruction serpent dragon thought. Zhao Feng's defensive divine weapon didn't scare the black destruction serpent dragon away. Instead, It made the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's desire to kill Zhao Feng even stronger. With the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's eyes, it believed that the defensive divine weapon in Zhao Feng's hand was not a normal divine weapon. A divine weapon needs divine power to activate. Let me see how much divine power you have. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon roared angrily. Boom! Black flames surged from the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's body, and the figure of a black dragon several hundred yards long appeared. A destructive aura shook the heavens and earth. With the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon at the center, it spread for tens of thousands of miles. All the experts in the Skychin zone could faintly see an enormous Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Heavens, what is that? What a terrifying monster! The experts that were extremely far away from the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon were stunned. They had never seen such a terrifying monster in their lives. Zhao Feng, Li Shui, was worried for the person fighting the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. The white-clothed female that had arrived half a year ago was extremely similar to the white-clothed female that had appeared on the 48th and 49th floors. Therefore, Li Shui guessed that the Zhao Feng that the non-human expert had mentioned was the Zhao Feng that she had once known. Roar! The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon roared into the sky and charged toward Zhao Feng. Now that he had reverted to his original form, his body was incomparably huge. The damage that Zhao Feng's eye technique and sky-piercing finger could inflict on him was greatly reduced. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon planned to use its Destruction Dragon body to fight against Zhao Feng head-on, forcing Zhao Feng to use his defensive divine weapon and use up all of his divine power. Chi-Chi. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's claws were covered in a layer of black and red draconic flames that could destroy everything as it attacked Zhao Feng. When Zhao Feng saw the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon revert to its original form and charge at him, he immediately knew what the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was thinking. With the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's enormous body, the damage caused by Zhao Feng's sky-piercing finger was almost negligible. However, it wasn't like Zhao Feng didn't have any large-scale combat skills. A terrifying primordial bloodline god power spread from Zhao Feng's index finger. At the same time, Zhao Feng merged the power of the wind lightning little world and the physical force lightning domain into his move. Earth-destroying finger. An abnormally large amount of wind lightning energy radiated from Zhao Feng's finger, and it shot out with an extremely domineering intent. Boom! Wang. A gigantic finger carrying an endless scarlet golden storm of lightning engulfed the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's claws like a pillar that could support the sky. A portion of the power even affected the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's body. At the same time, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's attack was like a giant black mountain that crushed toward Zhao Feng. Ding! Pong! Zhao Feng raised the shield in his hand and blocked the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's attack. Such a large area, but it still has such power. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon looked at Zhao Feng with a trace of fear. However, in order to make Zhao Feng use up all of his divine power, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had to fight head-on with Zhao Feng. Glug! The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's tattered claws slowly healed. Destruction Dragon Blast. Scarlet-black flames of destruction appeared on the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's claws. Whoosh! 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 2 waves of Destruction Dragon flames danced in the air and turned into 2 scarlet-black flaming dragons that attacked Zhao Feng from 2 sides. I can't keep wasting time like this. I need to kill the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon as soon as possible. Zhao Feng's eyes became slightly grim. In this state, the power of Zhao Feng's soul eye bloodline techniques was greatly reduced. If he used the Eye of Heaven, then it was very likely that Zhao Feng's body would be destroyed by the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Whoosh! Zhao Feng waved his right hand, and Zhao Wan appeared next to him. Absolute Earth Realm. Zhao Wan's eyes focused, and everything in heaven and earth changed. Thick waves of earth elemental intent surged toward Zhao Feng and instantly turned into layers of dark yellow earth. However, it was very difficult for Zhao Wan to defend against the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's attack with his current level. Boom! Wong. Zhao Feng circulated the earth of wind lightning sacred power and instantly controlled the surrounding earth. Earth lightning sacred armor. Zhao Feng circulated the intent of his battle technique and turned the endless earth around him into a large protective armor. Boom! Boom! Bam! The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's attack was completely blocked by the combined defense of Zhao Feng and Zhao Wan. Eyes of myriad forms. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was slightly surprised. The eyes of myriad forms possessed the strongest offense and defense in the physical dimension. At the same time, it could also support higher-level experts. Why isn't this brat using a divine weapon to defend himself? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon cursed as it was puzzled. At this moment, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon really hoped that Zhao Feng would use his divine weapon and use up all of his divine power. However, the next instant, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon froze. After the earth around Zhao Feng disappeared, the black metal shield in Zhao Feng's hand started to change shape. Ding! Ding! A black metal fan appeared in Zhao Feng's hand. The green lines on the fan flashed with a faint light, making it seem like a painting of mountains and rivers. With a thought from Zhao Feng, Zhao Wan understood what Zhao Feng was thinking. Myriad forms world of wind lightning. Zhao Wan's eyes focused, and the scenery around him changed once more. Whoosh! Whoosh! Heaven and earth changed as wind blew and lightning flashed. Zhao Feng poured a wisp of divine power into the black metal fan in his hand. Wong! In an instant, the power of wind lightning was completely absorbed into the divine weapon. This divine weapon, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, was surprised. It instantly realized that the divine weapon in Zhao Feng's hand had many uses and could change its shape as it pleased. Fury of wind lightning. Zhao Feng waved the divine weapon in his hand. Boom! An enormous fan-shaped intent of wind lightning appeared in the sky and crushed toward the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. The power of wind lightning roared and roared like waves, and it also gave off an aura that could shake the world. An offensive divine weapon, and one with such a large area of effect. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was dumbfounded when it saw the intent of wind lightning filling the sky. With its destruction dragon body, it would definitely be heavily injured if it took this attack head-on. Helpless, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon turned back into its human form. Whoosh! 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 After turning into its human form, only an extremely small portion of the attacks landed on the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's body. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon then turned into a dark streak of light that instantly disappeared into the air. After him, Zhao Feng took Zhao Wan and chased after it. Lightning wings, spatial flash. The wings on Zhao Feng's back released a brilliant light and turned into a scarlet golden arc of lightning that disappeared into the sky. While flying, Zhao Wan continued to change the scenery around him, allowing Zhao Feng to completely use the power of the world and push his speed to the limit. All the experts of the Sky Qin region let out a breath after Zhao Feng and the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon left. They finally left. If the two of them had continued to fight, the shockwaves of their battle would probably have destroyed the entire Sky Qin region. But just who is the other person to be able to defeat such a terrifying serpent dragon monster? The upper echelon of the various factions in the Sky Qin region were all stunned. Within the Sky Qin Sacred Palace, Li Shui let out a soft sigh. She was sure that the person fighting the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was Zhao Feng. She relaxed slightly when she saw that Zhao Feng was chasing after the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. A dark streak of light flashed through the sea of mist. Bai Lin, if I die, you won't be able to live either. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon cursed. During the battle, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon realized that its Eye of Destiny was completely useless. Within the origin dimension, Bailin's expression was extremely grim. Even now, her Eye of Destiny hadn't sensed any dangerous aura. Could it be that her Eye of Destiny had lost its ability to sense danger? At this palace, Bailin's gaze focused on the fan, Luan Ancient Sound Palace. However, she realized that her Eye of Destiny wasn't able to see any secrets from it. It was as if the two weren't even on the same level. Ever since the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon took this palace, my Eye of Destiny has started to have problems. When she thought up to there, Bailin felt that this palace was even more eerie and terrifying. Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, why don't you give this palace to Zhao Feng and find another opportunity? Bailin suggested. Even I can't destroy this palace. If my guess is correct, this is definitely a divine weapon. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon coldly harumphed and rejected Bailin's suggestion. If it could drag out the person inside the palace, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon would not only be able to threaten Zhao Feng, it would also be able to obtain this divine weapon. Right at this moment, whoosh, a scarlet golden arrow shot through the air and pierced through the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's chest. Damn it, this brat's speed has doubled with the help of the eyes of myriad forms. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon couldn't help but curse. Whoosh, whoosh. Another 2 scarlet golden arrows pierced through the air and through its body. Bailin, you really are trash. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon felt even more wronged. It had followed Bailin's instructions and came here, but it was unable to find the person that Bailin said could threaten Zhao Feng. Furthermore, Bailin's Eye of Destiny hadn't sensed any danger before Zhao Feng arrived. If it wasn't for the fact that Bailin had helped the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon obtain many resources in the God Corpse and quickly recover its strength, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon would have thought that Bailin was purposefully trying to harm it. Suddenly, a golden white arrow carrying a terrifying aura of divine power descended. Not good. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's expression changed. Whoosh! The golden white arrow pierced through its chest and tore out a large hole. Whoosh! Behind it, Zhao Feng and Zhao Wan chased after it. The black metal bow in Zhao Feng's hand turned back into a triangular piece of metal. Zhao Feng, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, revealed a decisive expression. It was impossible to exhaust Zhao Feng's divine power. This was because the divine weapon in Zhao Feng's hand could attack and defend at the same time. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon could only take the attacks of Zhao Feng's divine weapon head-on. Furthermore, in terms of speed, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon definitely wouldn't be able to escape with the help of Zhao Feng's eyes of myriad forms. Some of its escape techniques were also completely countered by Zhao Feng's eye bloodline. Zhao Feng, I'm willing to return this temple to you, but you must let me go. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had no choice but to accept Bailin's suggestion. No need, I'll take it myself. Zhao Feng's expression was cold, and his killing intent surged. If the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon could threaten Lu Qinin, it wouldn't be in such a sorry state. Therefore, as long as Zhao Feng killed the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, he would be able to take back the Fan Luan Ancient Sound Palace. Let the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon go? Impossible. There was also Bailin, who was within the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's body. Chapter 1132. No need, I'll take it myself. Zhao Feng's expression was cold, and killing intent surged from him. This was a great chance to kill the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon and Bailin. So how could Zhao Feng let them go? Tribulation, lightning, eye flame. Countless arcs of white lightning flashed in Zhao Feng's left eye as a surge of soul-destroying intent surged from it. Boom! A ball of twisting God Tribulation lightning symbols burned like fire and exploded in the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's head. Arg! Zhao Feng, don't go too far. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's soul intent was heavily injured once more. However, The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's sole intent wasn't just a normal demigod. If it was a normal demigod, they would have become extremely weak already after being attacked by Zhao Feng's Soul Eye Bloodline techniques. Wind Lightning Eye Flame. Zhao Feng then used another offensive Eye Bloodline technique after using the Tribulation Lightning Eye Flame. Zhao Feng also felt that the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was very hard to kill. Even with the strength of Zhao Feng's soul, his God Spiritual Eye, and the power of God Tribulation Lightning, he was only able to severely injure the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's soul. After using the Tribulation Lightning Eye Flame twice, there weren't many symbols of God Tribulation Lightning left in Zhao Feng's lightning soul body. Zhao Feng had to be cautious at all times when facing a terrifying enemy like the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. He definitely wouldn't use up all the power of God Tribulation Lightning so easily. Sharp Metal Sword. Swiftblade. On the side, Zhao Wan circulated his eyes of myriad forms and unleashed powerful attacks of different elements to wear down the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's Destruction Dragon body. Arg. Zhao Feng, you forced me to do this. Insanity flashed through the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's eyes as a chaotic surge of black flames shot out from its scales. Wang, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's body suddenly released an ancient power of destruction. Countless black flames and divine light surged out of its body. The void of heaven and earth distorted under this world-destroying divine power. Some of the void was directly torn apart. Origin power of destruction. Zhao Feng's eyes narrowed, and he was ready for battle. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was finally going to fight to the death. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's strength skyrocketed as it used its origin power of destruction. However, all of this was temporary. The origin energy of destruction was the foundation of the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. The more it used, the lower its power would be. Logically speaking, Zhao Feng should have stayed far away from the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon and waited for its origin power of destruction to run out before approaching. However, Zhao Feng was very certain that if he allowed the Black Serpent Dragon to escape this time, it would definitely recover to its peak strength before coming back to cause trouble for Zhao Feng. Zhao Feng, you forced me to use the power of the origin of destruction. You can die in peace. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's expression twisted as pain, madness, and viciousness appeared on its face. His entire body burned with black flames, giving off a destructive aura that affected everything within 5,000 kilometers. This black flame could even ignite space itself, and it continued to spread as if it wanted to destroy everything. The power of the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's attacks would increase by another level after using its origin power of destruction. At the same time, its Destruction Dragon body would also become stronger. This meant that in order to deal with the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's attacks, Zhao Feng had to use the divine weapon frequently. In this state, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's ability to resist the attacks of the divine weapon would also increase. Whoosh! Zhao Wan received Zhao Feng's order and immediately retreated 10,000 miles. He used the eyes of myriad forms to assist Zhao Feng. Whoosh! The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon turned into a blur of black flames that appeared in front of Zhao Feng. Sacred Earth Lightning Armor. Zhao Feng circulated the earth of Wind Lightning Sacred Power and used a defensive secret technique with Zhao Wan. Boom! Boom! Zhao Feng and the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon fiercely clashed. Boom! In an instant, the black flames of destruction ignited more than half of Zhao Feng's armor, and they continued to spread. On the other hand, the damage that Zhao Feng's Blood Devil Sun bloodline dealt to the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was extremely small. Ding! The triangular piece of metal in Zhao Feng's hand instantly turned into a black metal divine sword. Divine power poured into it, and the green lines on the black metal sword suddenly flashed with a bright golden light. Zhao Feng slashed down with his sword, and a black wavy blade that contained a sharp and forceful divine power slash forward. Swoosh! The Black Destruction serpent dragon was sent flying several miles by Zhao Feng's attack. A large wound appeared on its body, and the wound extended from its shoulder to its waist. Whoosh! Black flames of destruction spat out from the wound on the Black Destruction serpent dragon's body before slowly recovering. How much longer can you last? Once you run out of divine power, it will be your death. The Black Destruction serpent dragon said with a wicked smile. Although the Black Destruction serpent dragon's origin power of destruction was being used up and its cultivation might drop back to the Sacred Lord or even Emperor level, it would be worth it if it could kill Zhao Feng and obtain everything in Zhao Feng's hands. However, right at this moment, the Black Destruction serpent dragon felt that Zhao Feng's eyes were weird. They seemed to have lost their light. The next instant, the Black Destruction serpent dragon suddenly raised its head. An amber-like golden eye of heaven appeared in the sky. It flashed with a profound golden light as it looked down coldly. An invisible mental energy pressure descended onto the Black Destruction serpent dragon. A bottomless purple and gold whirlpool extended from the golden eye of heaven. It seemed to lead to an endless maze of illusions. A forbidden power that could suck away one's soul instantly covered the Black Destruction serpent dragon's body. This forbidden power was like the power of a god and couldn't be defied. This move, the Black Destruction serpent dragon was stunned. It had seen this move from Zhao Feng in the divine illusion dimension before. Zhao Feng, even if you use the Eye of Heaven and use this soul-sucking technique, you won't be able to suck away my soul. The Black Destruction serpent dragon was full of confidence. Its mental energy aura had become stronger after using the origin power of destruction, and it was able to resist the golden eye of heaven to a certain degree. Wait. The Black Destruction serpent dragon's expression changed dramatically. It realized that its soul wasn't being pulled by that suction force. Instead, it was being restrained by that forbidden power. The Black Destruction serpent dragon instantly understood what Zhao Feng was trying to do. Zhao Feng wanted to seal it until its origin power of destruction was used up to a certain degree. At that time, the Black Destruction serpent dragon's cultivation would drop, and Zhao Feng would be able to easily kill it. However, using the Eye of Heaven will lower the defense of your main body. The Black Destruction serpent dragon's eyes focused as it looked at Zhao Feng's main body. When Zhao Feng used the Eye of Heaven, his main body only had 30 to 40% of its original battle power. At this moment, the Black Destruction serpent dragon finally understood why Zhao Feng had used the power of a divine weapon to send it flying several miles. The Black Destruction serpent dragon coldly harumphed as it fully unleashed its sole intent to resist the golden eye of heaven in the sky. Whoosh! The Black Destruction serpent dragon moved forward a certain distance. Wherever it passed, it left behind a layer of destructive black flames that burned the air. This Black Destruction serpent dragon, Zhao Feng was slightly surprised. At this moment, the power of Zhao Feng's gaze of the god, I was stronger than ever before. However, the Black Destruction serpent dragon's strength had reached the level of an ancient god at its peak, and its intent was extremely profound. When combined with its powerful soul and origin power of destruction, its resistance was extremely strong. Whoosh! The Black Destruction serpent dragon moved forward a little more and unleashed another attack, even though its soul was restricted. Absolute Earth Realm. Zhao Wang, who was behind Zhao Feng, immediately activated his eye to help Zhao Feng block the Black Destruction serpent dragon's attack. Boom! Bang! After destroying Zhao Wang's defense, the attack landed on Zhao Feng, but didn't do much damage. I need to get closer. The Black Destruction serpent dragon's forehead was covered in sweat. Its aura was much weaker than before. The Black Destruction serpent dragon paid a heavy price to block the Eye of Heaven. Its sole intent and origin power of destruction were both being rapidly consumed. However, there was nothing else it could do. It had to resist Zhao Feng's Eye Bloodline technique, get close to Zhao Feng, and kill him. Whoosh! The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon moved forward with great difficulty. Destruction Dragon Blast. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's hands surged with destructive black flames as it prepared to attack Zhao Feng. However, right at this moment, a silver-gray line flashed behind it. Swoosh! A dark ripple of forbidden divine power passed through the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's origin dimension. This cat. Fear appeared in the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's eyes. It knew that Zhao Feng had a pet, but it didn't expect this cat to have such a powerful offensive ability. Wah! The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon spat out a mouthful of black blood, and its aura instantly dimmed. Good job. From the start of the battle, Zhao Feng had the little thieving cat hide in the surroundings and attack the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon at the most crucial moment. When the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was weakened, Zhao Feng's gaze of the god, I was able to completely control it. The little thieving cat dealt a certain amount of damage to the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's origin dimension. At this moment, the origin power of destruction within the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's body was slowly leaking out, but the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was unable to control it or repair it. Whoosh whoosh. The void between heaven and earth burned with endless black flames, destroying everything. Several spatial cracks of different sizes appeared in the surroundings. Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, you have nowhere to run. You're dead. Zhao Feng's calm expression was filled with confidence. At this moment, he only needed to maintain this state and seal the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's soul to obtain the final victory. I admit that I lost to you, but don't even think about getting what you want. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had an insane expression. The origin dimension of destruction within its body suddenly started to swell. Not good. It's going to detonate all its remaining power. Zhao Feng's god's spiritual eye saw everything. However, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon soul was completely sealed by Zhao Feng, so it would take some effort to self-destruct. At this moment, if Zhao Feng took out the eye of heaven and ran away, he would be able to avoid the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's self-destruction. However, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's true goal was to destroy the Fan Luan Ancient Sound Palace and Lu Qinin. It wanted to make Zhao Feng regret this for the rest of his life. However, the next instant, both Zhao Feng and the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon froze. Within the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's origin dimension, Bai Lin used a defensive substandard god weapon and ran out of the crack with a panicked expression. I have destiny, you idiot, die as well. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was enraged when it saw Bai Lin. To a certain degree, it was Bai Lin's fault that it had ended up like this. Therefore, it was going to kill Bai Lin before it died. Right at this moment, the Fan Luan Ancient Sound Palace also floated out of the crack. Whoosh! A strong suction force suddenly appeared from the open doors of the Fan Luan Ancient Sound Palace and targeted Bai Lin. Don't! Bai Lin's expression was filled with fear. When the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's origin dimension shattered, Bai Lin suddenly felt that something was wrong with the palace. Bai Lin suddenly felt that her fate was no longer in her control. This was the first time she had felt this way. This loss of control of her fate made her panic and fear like never before, and she felt the danger of death. Whoosh! The weak Bai Lin couldn't do anything and was sucked into the Fan Luan Ancient Sound Palace. At this moment, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon and Zhao Feng were both dazed as they looked at this scene in shock. Chance! Zhao Feng's expression changed slightly. The eye of heaven in the air instantly flashed with countless bolts of white lightning and released a strong aura of God tribulation lightning. Chapter 1133. The golden eye of heaven in the air instantly flashed with countless bolts of white lightning that radiated a powerful aura of God tribulation lightning. Tribulation lightning eye flame. Zhao Feng released all the power of God tribulation lightning. Boom! A ball of twisted tribulation lightning exploded in the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's soul and started to destroy it. Arg! The Black Destruction serpent dragon felt as if its soul had entered a world of lightning and was being tortured by 10,000 bolts of lightning. Whoosh! The eye of heaven in the sky disappeared after unleashing this destructive eye bloodline technique, and Zhao Feng's eye returned to normal. It's not dead yet. Zhao Feng's heart dropped. The life force of the Black Destruction serpent dragon stunned Zhao Feng. Zhao Feng finally understood why ancient god Xie Yang sealed the Black Destruction serpent dragon back then. It was because he couldn't kill this Black Destruction serpent dragon. After all, this serpent dragon had a wisp of the Destruction dragon race's bloodline. Although the Black Destruction serpent dragon's strength had greatly decreased, it would still be extremely difficult for Zhao Feng to kill it. Whoosh! Zhao Feng instantly closed in on the Black Destruction serpent dragon. Forbidden illusion, lost world. Zhao Feng's left eye radiated a shocking eye intent and turned into a limitless purple and gold maze world that radiated a fatal attraction. The Black Destruction serpent dragon had just woken up from the pain of the tribulation lightning eye flame when its consciousness was attracted by Zhao Feng's left eye and fell into another world of illusions. However, the Black Destruction serpent dragon started to show signs of struggle after a while. The wounds on the Black Destruction serpent dragon's body had almost completely healed. Even the origin dimension of destruction within its body that had almost shattered started to repair itself. As expected of the Destruction dragon body, Zhao Feng couldn't help but sigh. The Black Destruction serpent dragon's body was several times stronger than the sacred lightning body that Zhao Feng cultivated. Zhao Feng, the Black Destruction serpent dragon spoke with difficulty. Your eye intent and God Tribulation lightning are about to run out. You can't kill me. The Black Destruction serpent dragon had a smug expression when it sensed the change in Zhao Feng's eye intent. Zhao Feng's face darkened, but he didn't say anything. However, the Black Destruction serpent dragon was right. Now, Zhao Feng had used up all of his God Tribulation lightning, and he didn't have much eye intent left. Using the Eye of Heaven consumed an enormous amount of eye intent. Moreover, Zhao Feng had used the Eye of Heaven twice, and while in the Eye of Heaven state, he was able to use many offensive eye bloodline techniques, and even use the Gaze of the God Eye for a long time. In addition, Zhao Feng's divine power was also exhausted. Although the Black Destruction serpent dragon was extremely weak right now, it would still be very difficult for Zhao Feng to kill it. I can't kill you, but you can't escape either. Zhao Feng's expression was cold. The Black Destruction serpent dragon's heart sank. It had used too much origin power of destruction, and adding on the fact that its origin dimension had shattered, it had lost a lot of origin power of destruction. The Black Destruction serpent dragon could only use this power to stabilize its strength at the level of a sacred king. Once it stopped using origin power of destruction, the Black Destruction serpent dragon's cultivation would drop. Whoosh! A purple and gold mist appeared behind Zhao Feng and merged into heaven and earth. Zhao Feng and the Black Destruction serpent dragon instantly found themselves in the center of a purple and gold maze. It's impossible for you to escape in your current state, Zhao Feng said. The Black Destruction serpent dragon's soul intent had been destroyed by Zhao Feng many times, so it was extremely weak. However, Zhao Feng had also used up all of his eye intent, so he could only rely on the projection of his little world. Attack together, Zhao Feng roared. The little thieving cat and Zhao Wan instantly arrived. Sharp metal sword, swift blade. Zhao Wan circulated his eyes of myriad forms and continued to destroy the Black Destruction serpent dragon's body. At the same time, the little thieving cat used its divine weapon to cut the Black Destruction serpent dragon's body. Although it wasn't using its divine weapon, the inherent sharpness of the divine weapon could still deal a lot of damage. Arg! The Black Destruction serpent dragon's consciousness was blinded by the projection of the little world of illusions, and it could only take a beating. Sky-destroying sacred lightning palm. Zhao Feng merged the power of wind lightning and the physical force of his sacred lightning force, and unleashed a scarlet palm of golden lightning. Boom! Pung! The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's body started to shatter once more. The attacks of a sacred lord could pierce through the physical body and soul, so they still damaged the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's soul. Damn it, The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon wanted to cry. It really wanted to self-destruct right now, but the Famlin Ancient Sound Palace and Bai Lin had escaped from its origin dimension. Zhao Feng would be able to quickly escape the range of its self-destruction. This meant that if it self-destructed, it would be suicide and wouldn't be affected at all. Right at this moment, a rainbow-colored light screen appeared in the surrounding void, enveloping everyone within it. This is the Myriad Forms dimension? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's expression turned to surprise. An irresistible power spread across the area. Boundless intent of Earth instantly appeared in the air, completely suppressing the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. This intent of Earth seeped into every inch of the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon and made it unable to move. However, Zhao Feng and company were able to move freely in this dimension. Physical Force Lightning Domain. Zhao Feng circulated the Earth of Wind Lightning Sacred Power and released a gravitational domain that combined with the intent of Earth nearby to suppress the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon even more. Meow! A dark golden dragon snake whip appeared in the little thieving cat's hand and wrapped around the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. A numbing sensation swept over the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, and it felt as if its power was being sucked away. Zhao Feng, what are you doing? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had a bad feeling. He could tell that this was all part of Zhao Feng's plan. Whoosh! The little thieving cat opened its mouth, and the cloud silkworm Saint Butterfly also appeared. The cloud silkworm Saint Butterfly quickly released its silk and dream pollen, once again suppressing and restricting the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Damn it! The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's entire body felt weak, and it started to lose control of its true yuan and bloodline. Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, I just so happen to be lacking a flying steed, Zhao Feng said with a smile. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon almost spat out blood when it heard Zhao Feng's words, but it couldn't even think of resisting. Whoosh! The cloud silkworm Saint Butterfly landed on the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's head and kept on releasing dream pollen. Good. This is the moment when the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon is at its weakest and weakest. Zhao Feng's expression changed as he suddenly circulated his left eye. Whoosh! A ripple of spatial eye bloodline power appeared around the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. The next moment, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was sucked into the God Eye dimension by Zhao Feng. Since I can't kill the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, I might as well squeeze out its value bit by bit. Zhao Feng let out a breath. However, Zhao Feng had expended a lot of energy, and his eye intent was weak. He didn't have the ability to do anything to the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon in the God Eye dimension, so he could only put it aside for now. Whoosh! All the unusual phenomena in heaven and earth slowly disappeared, and everything returned to normal. At this moment, Zhao Feng's eyes focused on the Fan Lun Ancient Sound Palace. Qinin, I'm sorry that I'm late. Zhao Feng apologized to Lu Qinin. After all, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had come to target Lu Qinin because of Zhao Feng. Whoosh! Zhao Feng then took the Fan Lun Ancient Sound Palace and headed toward the Sky Qin Zone. Zhao Feng's arrival caused another wave of shock in the Sky Qin Zone. All the experts of the Sky Qin region prostrated themselves on the ground in fear, afraid that they would displease this expert. Sky Qin's Sacred Palace Master, I'm here to return the Fan Lun Ancient Sound Palace. Zhao Feng descended in front of Sky Qin's Sacred Palace and said, Thank you, Senior, for taking back our inheritance, sacred land from the non-humans. Sky Qin's Sacred Palace will never be able to repay this favor. The Sky Qin's Sacred Palace Master's heart shook. She couldn't imagine how this male had taken back the Fan Lun Ancient Sound Palace from the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. However, She was even more curious as to why Zhao Feng had helped Sky Qin's sacred palace take back this item. May I ask if Senior is the left-eyed heavenly emperor whose name shook the Tsang Ocean? Li Xue's heart trembled as she spoke uneasily. Although the appearance of the male in front of her was different from Zhao Feng, she felt that this person's clothing and aura were extremely similar to Zhao Feng's. Whoosh! All of Sky Qin's sacred palace instantly became terrifyingly silent. The Sky Qin's sacred palace master's expression changed dramatically as she prepared to explain. "It's me," Zhao Feng replied. Hearing Zhao Feng's reply, the Sky Qin's sacred palace master and Li Xue's mind shook. They still didn't dare to believe all of this. They didn't dare to imagine what level Zhao Feng, who was only a king back then, had grown to the point where even Mystic Light Realm sacred lords were his servants. Even the terrifying Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had been defeated by him. Boom! Zhao Feng placed the Fanlun Ancient Sound Palace back where it was. Zhao Feng then took out some precious resources that would make Mystic Light Realm sacred lords go crazy and gave them to the Sky Qin sacred palace master. After all, it was Zhao Feng who had managed to meet Lu Qinxin with the help of Sky Qin sacred palace. The Emperor of Death had also been lured here by Zhao Feng, bringing destruction to Sky Qin's sacred palace and even killing the palace master's husband. Zhao Feng then bid farewell to Sky Qin's sacred palace and prepared to leave. Since I'm already here, I should go back to the Azure Flower continent. Zhao Feng looked into the distance with a hint of nostalgia in his eyes. Right at this moment, the entrance to the Fanlun Ancient Sound Palace slowly opened, and a beautiful female in white walked out like a goddess from a painting. "I'll go back with you," Lu Qinin said faintly. "Let's go." Zhao Feng paused for a moment before revealing a faint smile. Lu Qinin must have experienced something after returning to the Fanlun Ancient Sound Palace. Maybe the Fanlun Ancient Sound Palace had acknowledged Lu Qinin's existence, since she was able to freely enter and exit the Fanlun Ancient Sound Palace. Zhao Feng had interacted with the Fanlun Ancient Sound Palace before, but even he couldn't see through it at all. Zhao Feng and Lu Qinin arrived at the ancient Azure Island zone a month later. The duo ignored all resistance and arrived at the Azure Flower continent. At this moment in time, within a scarlet-black ancient palace in the middle continent of the Azure Flower continent, a scary skeleton appeared within a secret pavilion surrounded by a ghostly aura. The dark gold and silver bones gave off a shocking aura of the Tao of Ghosts. At a certain moment, two balls of dark flames suddenly jumped out his eye sockets. "He's back." Chapter 1134. This is the western continent of the Azure Flower continent, and your hometown is the Canopy Great Country of the northern continent, Zhao Feng said to Lu Qinin, who had a slightly dazed expression. The two spent 2 hours flying from the western continent to the northern continent and arrived at the Canopy Great Country. At this moment, Lu Qinin's eyes flashed, and she seemed to find a sense of familiarity. "I'll use the power of the Tao of Illusions to change your appearance. You can use Lu Qinxin's identity and live in her hometown for a while." After saying this, a mental energy mist spread out from Zhao Feng's left eye and covered Lu Qinin. This way, anyone who saw Lu Qinin would see Lu Qinxin's appearance in the past. Zhao Feng was the same. Anyone who saw him would see Zhao Feng's appearance in the past. "Feng, I'll be leaving first." Lu Qinin flew away after saying that. Zhao Feng was dazed. In that instant, it was as if the person standing in front of him was Lu Qinxin. "This might be the last time I stand in the Azure Flower continent." Zhao Feng sighed. After so many years, he, who had once struggled on this land, was now one of the top experts of the continent zone. This time, Zhao Feng didn't have any other intentions in returning to the Azure Flower continent. He just wanted to see the place where he had once lived and fought, spend some time with his parents, and meet his friends and masters. This was to let his heart that never stopped rest for a moment. After parting ways with Lu Qinin, Zhao Feng first went to the Iron Blood religion. Zhao Feng, Patriarch Hong, looked at the figure in front of him in joy. Last time, Zhao Feng had returned with the Skeletal Division leader and changed the fate of the entire Azure Flower continent. The Skeletal Division leader had taken in the Scarlet Moon demonic religion and created the Scarlet Moon Palace, becoming the ruling force of the Azure Flower continent. However, no one knew that the strongest expert in the Azure Flower continent, the Skeletal Division leader, was just a servant of Zhao Feng. But this time, when cult leader Hong sized up Zhao Feng, he could not sense Zhao Feng's depth at all. It was as if he was an ordinary martial artist. But cult leader Hong was sure that the current Zhao Feng had probably already reached a realm that he could not imagine. Soon after, Tiamat also hurried over. The three of them talked for a day and a night without holding anything back. The next day, Zhao Feng left the Iron Blood religion and headed towards the cloud area. Along the way, Zhao Feng's psychic awareness merged with the ground below. Occasionally, he would see some familiar faces to Zhao Feng. Zhao Feng even saw Lu Yuan, Lu Tingyu, Master Taigon, and the others when he passed the flooding lake. At this time, in the flooding lake city, City Lord Lu Jiutian's face was flushed and his eyes were filled with tears. After dozens of years, he finally saw his daughter. He also knew that all of this was due to Zhao Feng. In the tranquil lake, the father and daughter sat quietly in the central pavilion. Lu Qinin had a light smile on her face as she talked to Lu Jiutian about what happened after Lu Qinxin went to the Sky Qin inheritance. At a certain moment, Lu Qinin raised her head and looked into the sky. Whoosh! Zhao Feng's figure had already disappeared. Zhao Feng soon arrived at the cloud country of the 13 countries. On the Sky Moon Mountain, Zhao Feng stood in the wind and scanned the entire Broken Moon clan situation with his divine sense. At the same time, a memory that had been sealed for a long time appeared in Zhao Feng's mind. It was as if he was still fighting for the Broken Moon clan just a moment ago. Zhao Feng arrived at the Broken Moon clan. Brother Zhao, Lin Fan, who was about to go take care of business, saw Zhao Feng's figure. Brother Lin. Zhao Feng smiled faintly. Lin Fan was once the #1 outer disciple of the Broken Moon clan. After entering the inner clan, the two of them took care of each other and grew together. You're back after so many years. Lin Fan revealed a look of reminiscence. You guys can go first. Lin Fan sent the disciples and elders away. Lin Fan and Zhao Feng then walked around the Broken Moon clan. Zhao Feng would talk to anyone he met. Finally, Zhao Feng arrived at First Elder's palace. Zhao Feng originally wanted to help his master reform the missing arm. However, First Elder rejected him. I'm already used to the wheel of light and darkness. It's pretty good. The Great Elder relaxed his brows and smiled. After saying goodbye to First Elder, Zhao Feng returned to his parents' side. This time, Zhao Feng lived next to his parents and accompanied them. Each day, they ate simple tea and enjoyed the warmth of family affection. 1 month later, Zhao Feng left. Shua! Zhao Feng's body flashed to a certain place in the sky. In front of him, there was a skeleton with interlaced gold and silver patterns. The Skeletal Division leader was the palace master of the #1 force in the continent, the Scarlet Moon Palace. It was the hero that destroyed the Scarlet Moon demonic religion and a legendary figure that shook the entire Azure Flower continent. Zhao, Master. The Skeletal Division leader was extremely respectful. At this moment, the feeling that Zhao Feng gave it was that he was a normal person. However, the more this was the case, the more shocked the Skeletal Division leader was. With its understanding of Zhao Feng had probably broken through the Mystic Light Realm and reached the level of a Sacred Lord. Mystic Light Realm Sacred Lords were peerless experts across the entire Tsang Ocean. They were legendary figures that controlled 3-star powers. You've already regained your freedom. You don't need to call me Master anymore, Zhao Feng said. When he left the Skeletal Division leader in the Azure Flower continent, Zhao Feng had told it to guard the Azure Flower continent and give it freedom. Understood. The Skeletal Division leader was overjoyed. Zhao Feng's words were equivalent to acknowledging his actions in the Azure Flower continent. I'll leave the Azure Flower continent to you. Zhao Feng walked next to the Skeletal Division leader and gently patted its shoulder. Shua! Zhao Feng's figure disappeared from heaven and earth. Even with the skeletal division leader's senses, it wasn't able to find any trace of him. As expected, he's already reached a level that I can't even imagine. The skeletal division leader was stunned. It was extremely lucky that it had followed Zhao Feng back then. My bottleneck of many years. The skeletal division leader's expression changed. It had been stuck at the Void God realm for many years and was unable to break through. A large part of the reason was that the Heaven-Earth Yuan Qi in the Azure Flower continent was too thin, and it was also because of its foundation. However, at this moment, the skeletal division leader found that the crystal core within its body was changing. It was as if it could break through to the Void God realm if it wanted to. On a certain day, a magnificent power of the Void God realm spread from the Scarlet Moon Palace of the Azure Flower continent. The entire Azure Flower continent celebrated. From now on, the Scarlet Moon Palace had become a 2-star power. However, only the skeletal division leader, who was a Void God realm king, knew that all of this was because of Zhao Feng's gentle path. Within the flooding lake city, Lu Qining and city lord Lu Jiutian parted unwillingly. Seeing Zhao Feng and his daughter leave, Lu Jiutian smiled in his heart. Looks like my daughter has found her true love. The journey back to the continent zone was much easier. Zhao Feng used the spatial coordinates left behind by the misty spatial world to teleport. On this day, Zhao Feng and Lu Qining arrived at the Sky Qin zone. Feng, we'll meet again if fate allows it. Lu Qining revealed a smile toward Zhao Feng. Maybe. Zhao Feng's expression was slightly dim. On the way back, Lu Qining told him her plan. She wanted to stay in the Fan Lun Ancient Sound Palace. Zhao Feng knew how mysterious the Fan Lun Ancient Sound Palace was, and Lu Qining seemed to have some sort of connection with the Fan Lun Ancient Sound Palace. For Lu Qining, this was indeed a great and safe place to cultivate. However, from Zhao Feng's point of view, they might never meet again. After all, Zhao Feng's goal was to reach the heavenly divine realm and enter the ancient desolate realm of gods to see everything in the ancient legends. Furthermore, Zhao Feng didn't ask about Bai Lin. Now that Zhao Feng's cultivation had reached such a level, Bai Lin's influence on him was becoming smaller and smaller. On the other hand, Zhao Feng guessed that the Fan Lun Ancient Sound Palace or Lu Qining needed Bai Lin. Whoosh! Zhao Feng's figure started to fade in a flash of silver before disappearing. Feng, I'm sorry that I can't accompany you. Lu Qining sighed with a sad expression. But we will meet again. Who? Lu Qining floated toward the forbidden grounds of Sky Qin's sacred palace, and no one stopped her. The instant Lu Qining entered the Fan Lun Ancient Sound Palace, she appeared on the 49th floor. At the very center, Bai Lin was restricted by a weird power that couldn't be defied, and she couldn't move. What are you doing? Bai Lin's Eye of Destiny had completely lost its effect, and she was in a constant state of fear. Wung, the entire ring-shaped palace suddenly began to operate. The vast starry sky above the palace also seemed to have a life of its own. Countless stars, big and small, seemed to have some kind of mysteries and destiny as they moved and rotated. At a certain moment in time, a strand of peerless ultimate energy surged into appearance in the vast starry sky. This aura, Bai Lin's body started to tremble, and she had an expression of disbelief. Gradually, the stars in the sky gathered together, forming a starry image that looked like an eye. On a certain day, Zhao Feng returned to the Hall of Gods. This place was exactly the same as before he left. After all, only Bai Qingwei had told Zhao Feng that he had left the Hall of Gods. Zhao Yufei, Nin Gongsheng, and Kuan Yin were still in seclusion. From the looks of it, Yufei's fortune in the God Corpse is extraordinary. Zhao Feng murmured as he looked toward where Zhao Yufei was in seclusion. The surroundings of a huge hall were surrounded by layers of ice crystals, emitting a terrifying aura that could shake one's soul. Master, we've used up all the pills, and the 5 disciples of the Tai family have all awakened the perfect Blood Devil Sun bloodline. Bai Qingwei sensed Zhao Feng's return and messaged Zhao Feng. Okay, Send them back to the Tai family. Zhao Feng ordered. These 5 disciples of the Tai family were all carefully picked out by the Tai family. They were the best of the Tai family in terms of strength, talent, bloodline, and potential. After there was nothing else, Zhao Feng entered the forbidden grounds. Whoosh! Zhao Feng's consciousness entered the dimension of his god eye. Zhao Feng, the black destruction serpent dragon in the dimension of his god, I was completely suppressed and couldn't do anything. Even the recovery ability of the destruction dragon body was restricted. Without saying anything else, Zhao Feng first used a soul attack to weaken the black destruction serpent dragon's soul consciousness. Only by becoming my servant can you live and even recover to your peak strength. Zhao Feng persuaded the black destruction serpent dragon. 1. Zhao Feng condensed a dark heart seal made of lightning and imprinted it into the depths of the black destruction serpent dragon's soul. However, the black destruction serpent dragon didn't cooperate. Its soul intent was extremely strong, and it defended its soul and resisted. You're dreaming if you want me to submit to you. Chapter 1135. You're dreaming if you want me to submit to you. The black destruction serpent dragon mocked coldly. The black destruction serpent dragon's soul intent was condensed and protected its soul as it tried to resist. After trying a few times, Zhao Feng's dark heart seal was still unable to imprint itself on the black destruction serpent dragon's soul. In the end, Zhao Feng could only give up for now. Before leaving, Zhao Feng used a soul attack on the black destruction serpent dragon. After Zhao Feng's consciousness left, the black destruction serpent dragon inspected this dimension in shock. It couldn't do anything in this strange dimension, but it could still use its eyes to observe its surroundings. At this moment, a mysterious golden ball floated in the center of this dimension. The golden ball quietly spun and gave off a faint golden ripple. The black destruction serpent dragon could feel that this mysterious golden ball was the ruler of this dimension, and it was the source that was suppressing its entire body. However, even with the black destruction serpent dragon's knowledge, it wasn't able to see any secrets of this mysterious golden ball. Its gaze then turned toward the other objects in this dimension. Many extinct treasures floated here, and most of them were ancient treasures that tempted the black destruction serpent dragon. If I can move through this dimension and obtain the precious resources here, I can completely recover my damaged foundation and become even stronger. The black destruction serpent dragon had used up too much of its origin power of destruction in its battle with Zhao Feng, so its strength had dropped drastically. It was only at the early stage mystic lord level. At this moment, it was trapped in this dimension and couldn't move. It could only rely on the destruction serpent dragon's body to recover. However, the black destruction serpent dragon's thoughts were destined to be impossible, so it could only look at this dimension with envy. Within the forbidden grounds of the Hall of Gods, Zhao Feng had also entered seclusion. Zhao Feng split into many thoughts and cultivated many different techniques at the same time as he circulated the 10,000 divine thoughts technique. The first and second wills were still cultivating 2 cultivation techniques. Zhao Feng had just broken through in the 5 elemental wind lightning technique and the golden koan sacred lightning body, so he wouldn't be able to improve much in a short amount of time. However, Zhao Feng still used precious resources to consolidate his foundation. The third and fourth thoughts were used by Zhao Feng to cultivate the divine forming technique and comprehend the wind lightning raging finger. All of Zhao Feng's divine power was refined from the divine forming technique by extracting divine power from god crystals. Furthermore, once his divine power was used up, Zhao Feng wouldn't be able to recover on his own. He would need to circulate the divine forming technique to refine his divine power. However, Zhao Feng didn't have the time to refine divine power during battle. The more divine power, the more the divine power, the divine power, and the divine power. Zhao divine power, the Zhao Feng. For this reason, Zhao Feng spent a great deal of effort to comprehend this technique. Furthermore, after fighting against Demigod Dark Ocean and the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, Zhao Feng had experienced the power of using his index finger with a wind lightning raging finger. Therefore, Zhao Feng didn't forget to comprehend this technique at all times. Furthermore, at this moment, Zhao Feng's index finger had only merged with 1/10 of the Godblood's power. Therefore, the fifth thought was used to merge with the power of the Godblood. As for the sixth thought, Zhao Feng used it to increase his understanding of the intents of heaven and earth. The last thought was used by Zhao Feng to comprehend the third level of the soul, splitting technique, other techniques, eye bloodline techniques, and duplicating precious resources. Whoosh! A small part of Zhao Feng's consciousness entered the dimension of his left eye and chose one or two resources. He then activated the mysterious golden ball and started to duplicate them. Within the dimension of his god eye, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's expression changed. It didn't know what Zhao Feng was doing, and it stared at the mysterious golden ball in shock. Wang, the mysterious golden ball, spun even faster and released countless golden ripples that passed through the two resources. Not long after, an aura of the primitive origin slowly gushed out from the mysterious ball and condensed in the air. At this instant, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon felt even more pressure. It was as if it was as small as an ant in front of this terrifying aura, and it instinctively submitted. Wang, 2 days later, 2 precious materials appeared on the mysterious golden ball. How is this possible? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon roared. Even though it was personally witnessing this scene, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon still didn't dare to believe it. He actually duplicated 2 treasures that are exactly the same. Within the misty spatial world, the seal on Zhao Feng's finger was released a bit more, and a wisp of the Godblood's power was released. At that instant, a terrifying primordial bloodline aura was unleashed in the surroundings. Zhao Feng controlled the flesh on his finger and immediately absorbed this powerful bloodline divine power. Because Zhao Feng's index finger had already fused with a large amount of Godblood's power, it was slightly more difficult to absorb more Godblood's power, and it would take more time. However, every time he absorbed a wisp of Godblood's power, Zhao Feng's finger techniques would become stronger. On the other side, 3 vine-like fruits floated in front of Zhao Feng. The little thieving cat had dug a small hole in the crystalline walls of each fruit. A desolate and ancient intent power spread out from the small hole and surrounded Zhao Feng. The blue, yellow, and gold fruits correspond to the intents of lightning, earth, and metal. The 3 invisible intents seemed to separate Zhao Feng from the outside world, and the powerful intents crushed down on his soul. Zhao Feng's consciousness seemed to enter a desolate world formed by the intents of earth, lightning, and metal. He was immersed in this world of intents. His understanding of the 3 intents kept on appearing in Zhao Feng's mind. In order to increase his comprehension of the intents, Zhao Feng would even circulate the god's spiritual eye to maintain a certain level of clarity and absorb more intents. Of course, Zhao Feng was still mainly comprehending the intents of earth and lightning. 3 months later, the 3 vine-like fruits in front of Zhao Feng slowly landed. My intents have increased by a lot, and my comprehension of the intents of earth, lightning, and metal has become deeper as well. Joy appeared on Zhao Feng's face. Zhao Feng then started to merge the intents of heaven and earth that he had comprehended into his sacred power whirlpool. With the increase of his intents and the increase of his cultivation resources, Zhao Feng's cultivation had completely stabilized at the late stages of the mystic light realm, and it had increased dramatically. Maybe within 10 years, Zhao Feng would be able to break through to the Sacred King realm. Sacred King realm. A surge of hot blood appeared in Zhao Feng's heart. Mystic light realm sacred kings were the peak of the continent zone, and even demigods were considered sacred kings. Right now, Zhao Feng was extremely close to this level. There were 2 main reasons why Zhao Feng's cultivation speed was so fast in the recent period of time. Firstly, the resources of the ancient dream realm. Secondly, the duplication ability of the god's spiritual eye. With these 2 points combined, Zhao Feng didn't have to worry about resources at all, and he could use them to their fullest potential. Therefore, all of this was because of the god's spiritual eye. It was the god's spiritual eye that changed the path of Zhao Feng's fate. Furthermore, every time the god's spiritual eye changed, it brought great benefits to Zhao Feng. I also need to understand some things about the heavenly divine realm. As his cultivation increased, Zhao Feng also needed to come into contact with some things that he didn't even dare to think about in the past. On this day, Zhao Feng came to where Kuan Yin was staying. Kuan Yin was once a demigod, so he had the experience of blocking the god tribulation lightning when trying to break through to the heavenly divine realm. If Zhao Feng could gather all of this information, his chances of breaking through to the heavenly divine realm would increase by 10 to 20%. Heavenly divine realm. Kuan Yun's expression couldn't help but become solemn when he mentioned these 4 words. Afterward, under the enticement of Zhao Feng's questions and benefits, Kuan Yin told Zhao Feng a few of his experiences. In theory, a mystic light realm sacred king can break through to the heavenly divine realm, but the demigods of the continent zone only have a very low chance of breaking through, so sacred king experts don't even try to break through. Kuan Yin sighed. The dimension that the continent zone was in was extremely far away from the ancient desolate realm of gods. The level of its dimension was relatively low, so the experts that were born here were naturally not as good as other dimensions. For example, the demigod experts of the continent zone might not be a match for the sacred kings of the ancient desolate realm of gods. This is also why the chances of breaking through to the heavenly divine realm are so low in the continent zone. There were 2 main reasons why the chances of breaking through to the heavenly divine realm were so low. First, the level of the continent zone was too low. The foundation of mystic light realm experts was too weak, and their intent was limited. They were unable to condense a strong divine stage. Second, they weren't strong enough or prepared enough to block the god tribulation lightning. If they couldn't condense a divine stage, they could try again, but if they couldn't block the god tribulation, they would turn to dust. I've also heard that some peerless geniuses in other higher-level dimensions can become rank 2 or rank 3 true gods when they break through to the heavenly divine realm. There has never been such a miracle in the history of the continent zone. Basically, becoming a rank 1 true god is already a great fortune. Kuan Yin sighed. Zhao Feng's expression changed dramatically. At this moment, he finally understood that the dimension that the continent zone was in was still of very low existence in the fan universe. If I hadn't come to the continent zone, I wouldn't have been able to touch the heavenly divine realm, even if I cultivated for several thousand or tens of thousands of years. Zhao Feng sighed in his heart. At this moment, he felt that he was very lucky to be able to reach this step. Zhao Feng, can you give me some resources that contain the aura of ancient origin? After telling Zhao Feng everything, Kuan Yin immediately made a request. Contains the aura of ancient origin? Zhao Feng paused for a moment and felt puzzled. This was the first time Zhao Feng had heard of this term. You don't know? Kuan Yin didn't seem to believe it. Becoming a god and passing the god tribulation lightning is all to obtain the rare aura of ancient origin. Only by relying on the aura of ancient origin within one's body can one sense the existence of the ancient desolate realm of gods. Kuan Yin explained the secrets of the heavenly divine realm to Zhao Feng. On the other hand, if one's body already contains the aura of ancient origin, it can change one's body, bloodline, and energy. It can cause one's foundation to become abnormally stable and form a strong divine stage. This is very helpful when breaking through to the true God realm. Hearing Kuan Yun's words, Zhao Feng's expression suddenly changed. He suddenly understood why Kuan Yin immediately agreed to his request for peace and threw all grudges to the back of his mind. Some of the resources in the ancient dream realm might contain the aura of ancient origin that Kuan Yin was talking about. Zhao Feng's eyes focused as he started to think. Zhao Feng, I know that you definitely have more resources that contain the aura of ancient origin. Kuan Yin had a look on his face. Chapter 1136. Zhao Feng, I know that you definitely have resources that contain the origin energy of the ancient race. Kuan Yin had a expression. Kuan Yin's words were obviously asking for resources from Zhao Feng, and there was even a hint of threat in them. If the other sacred kings and demigods in the continent zone knew that Zhao Feng had resources that contained the origin energy of the ancient race, all the experts in the continent zone would become enemies with Zhao Feng. After all, anyone who reached the level of sacred king would want to reach the ancient desolate realm of gods in the heavenly divine realm. Even if they had to sacrifice their entire force and sect, they would do anything for that sliver of hope of breaking through to the heavenly divine realm. Kuan Yin, don't think too highly of yourself. Zhao Feng's voice was cold as he said directly. Kuan Yin was indeed very important to Zhao Feng and the Hall of Gods in the near future. However, Zhao Feng wasn't stingy and gave him a corresponding reward. If Kuan Yin needed any help from Zhao Feng after he broke through to the heavenly divine realm, Zhao Feng would help him as well. However, if Kuan Yin wanted to threaten and force Zhao Feng, he would be too naive. With Zhao Feng's current strength, he didn't need to be afraid of Kuan Yin. Zhao Feng, it's good for both you and the Hall of Gods if my strength increases. Kuan Yin didn't stop and continued to speak. Although the Hall of Gods was calm right now, almost all the major forces of the continent had a feeling that the Grand Imperial Hall wouldn't just close one eye. I do have those resources, but they are also a trump card of mine. Zhao Feng suddenly stood up, and a terrifying aura surged out. Heaven and earth became dark and oppressive. After fighting the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, Zhao Feng had entered seclusion for several months, and he had improved in all aspects. His soul intent and sacred lightning body were the most obvious. In terms of intent, Zhao Feng had the vine fruit, and in terms of state and body, Zhao Feng had countless resources. Furthermore, the god blood in his index finger was also nourishing Zhao Feng's body. The meaning behind Zhao Feng's words was extremely obvious. Zhao Feng had resources that all sacred kings and demigods wanted. If he used them well, Zhao Feng would obtain a group of fighters. At that time, there would be plenty of people who wanted to be Zhao Feng's fighter, and Kuan Yin wouldn't make a difference. Of course, Zhao Feng wouldn't reveal this unless he had no other choice. Feng's body, demigod Kuan Yin, was shocked. At this moment, the pressure from Zhao Feng's physical body made even Kuan Yin feel pressured. Although Zhao Feng's body strengthening technique was higher than Kuan Yin's, Kuan Yin had the experience of his previous life, and his cultivation speed was extremely fast. From the looks of it, Zhao Feng's soul tempering technique was on par with Kuan Yin's, but Zhao Feng's soul tempering technique was more profound, so Zhao Feng's soul tempering technique was slightly stronger than Kuan Yin's. What was even more terrifying was that Kuan Yin felt that Zhao Feng's intent wasn't weaker than his. This Zhao Feng doesn't even need to use his eye bloodline to fight me. Kuan Yin was shocked and depressed at the same time. He had reached the demigod's soul tempering realm, but he still lost to a king who had recultivated. Thinking up to here, Kuan Yin felt even more embarrassed. Whoosh! Zhao Feng returned his hall. Kuan Yin is probably preparing to break through to the heavenly divine realm. Otherwise, with what he obtained in the god corpse, he would have recovered to the demigod realm by now. Zhao Feng murmured in his heart. Kuan Yin purposely slowed down his cultivation speed because he wanted to consolidate his strength and break through to the heavenly divine realm in his strongest state. Thus, Zhao Feng gave up on the idea of quickly increasing his cultivation and started to consolidate his strength. Zhao Feng continued to cultivate after circulating the 10,000 divine thoughts technique. However, this time, Zhao Feng placed his focus on the golden Kuan's sacred lightning body. According to Kuan Yin, the hardest part of breaking through to the heavenly divine realm was the true god tribulation lightning. Whoosh! Zhao Feng put the lightning god crystal into the dimension of his god eye. a god crystal that contains the power of god tribulation lightning. Zhao Feng has something like this. The black destruction serpent dragon was stunned. With this lightning god crystal, Zhao Feng's chances of breaking through to the heavenly divine realm would increase by at least 20%. Of course, this was only the black destruction serpent dragon's understanding. Within the dimension of his god eye, Zhao Feng split off a part of his consciousness to absorb and comprehend the power of god tribulation lightning within the lightning god crystal. At the same time, Zhao Feng circulated the god tribulation lightning symbols within his lightning soul body and started to refine his sacred lightning body. More than 4,500 god tribulation lightning symbols within his lightning soul body flashed and released an immortal and undying power of god tribulation lightning. At the same time, Zhao Feng's mental energy quickly controlled this power and used it on his sacred lightning body. Zhao Feng's sacred lightning body had the strongest resistance against lightning, but the power of god tribulation lightning was different. However, the power of tribulation lightning was different. It contained the profound meaning of destruction, and it could cause irreparable damage to everything. Therefore, even though Zhao Feng's sacred lightning body was at the peak 6th level of his sacred lightning body, he wasn't able to endure it for the first time. In just a few breaths, many chart holes appeared on Zhao Feng's body. I'll rest for a while before continuing. Zhao Feng's expression turned to surprise as he stopped. Zhao Feng consumed a few sacred medicines that could heal his injuries and increase his state of existence before fully activating the undying sacred lightning body to recover. Using the power of god tribulation lightning to refine the sacred lightning body required a certain amount of control. If he exceeded it, he would be harming himself. Half a year passed by in the blink of an eye. Within the misty spatial world, thin crystalline symbols of lightning flowed across Zhao Feng's dark golden sacred body. Everything within several yards of Zhao Feng was destroyed by the aura of god tribulation lightning, and it was almost impossible to recover. During this half a year, Zhao Feng's main goal was the golden Kuan sacred lightning body. He kept on using the power of god tribulation lightning to refine his sacred lightning body. The result was that Zhao Feng's sacred lightning body's resistance against the power of god tribulation lightning increased, and it even had the element of god tribulation lightning. To a certain extent, all the techniques related to the sacred lightning body were strengthened. Lightning soul body, god tribulation lightning sacred body. Zhao Feng was stunned, and joy appeared on his face. He only needed to continue developing in these two areas, and his chances of breaking through to the heavenly divine realm would increase by at least 40%. Whoosh! Zhao Feng's consciousness entered the dimension of his left eye. Boom! Zhao Feng first unleashed a soul attack at the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Zhao Feng then condensed a dark heart seal made of lightning and imprinted it into the depths of the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon soul. It's useless, Zhao Feng. Your soul intent and crude secret technique seals can enslave me. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon continued to stubbornly resist. However, in reality, its heart was starting to waver. In this dimension, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had seen many of Zhao Feng's trump cards and precious resources. At this moment, even if the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon successfully escaped, it wouldn't dare to take revenge against Zhao Feng unless it recovered to its peak strength. Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, my patience is limited. Zhao Feng's expression was cold as he left the dimension of his god eye. In reality, Zhao Feng had tried to enslave the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon many times while he was in seclusion, but he failed every time. Zhao Feng decided that if the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon still wasn't willing to submit before he broke through to the heavenly divine realm, he would kill it. After all, Zhao Feng might not be here by then, or he might have failed. Leaving the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon alive would only be a disaster. Boom! The terrifying heaven-earth yuan qi in Zhao Yufei's area of seclusion formed countless purple streaks of light that surrounded the area. This shocking phenomenon attracted the attention of many upper echelon members of the Hall of Gods, and they sent their divine senses over. Yufei doesn't seem to have come out of seclusion yet. Zhao Feng was surprised when he scanned over with his divine sense. Zhao Yufei had the potential of a spiritual race bloodline, so she shouldn't lose to Nan Gongsheng, Kuan Yin, or Zhao Feng in every aspect. It was just that her bloodline was limited, so she didn't stand out when she was with Nan Gongsheng, Kuan Yin, and company. However, Zhao Feng believed that Zhao Yufei's strength would increase by leaps and bounds after the seclusion. Right at this moment, Zhao Feng's intent moved slightly, and he suddenly raised his head and looked into the distance. Who? An invisible pressure of draconic providence gathered toward the Hall of Gods. The wind and clouds in heaven and earth started to move, and the boundless magnificent power made the hearts of all the experts in the Hall of Gods shake. It's someone from the Imperials. Someone from the Grand Imperial Hall has finally come. The gazes of the upper echelon members of the Hall of Gods instantly moved away from the phenomenon occurring in Zhao Yufei's area of seclusion. Demigod Dragon Emperor. Zhao Feng's gaze landed on a golden figure several dozen thousand miles away. Who? In an instant, Demigod Dragon Emperor led the other members of the Grand Imperial Hall to the air above the Hall of Gods. The terrifying pressure of draconic providence suppressed heaven and earth, and almost all intent froze. Welcome, Senior Dragon Emperor of the Grand Imperial Hall. Zhao Feng bowed faintly and said respectfully. Zhao Feng's gaze then scanned over the other members of the Grand Imperial Hall. Apart from Demigod Dragon Emperor, there was also Demigod Tai Chi, Sacred King Feather Spirit, and another Sacred King expert who had a noble appearance and was wearing a beautiful phoenix robe. Demigod Dragon Emperor replied as his gaze paused on where Zhao Yufei was in seclusion for a moment. Whoosh! The next instant, Demigod Dragon Emperor and the other members of the Grand Imperial Hall arrived at the hall where Zhao Feng was. The members of the Grand Imperial Hall seemed to subconsciously release a strong surge of draconic providence. The entire secret hall seemed to freeze as all the power of intent surrounded the members of the Grand Imperial Hall. May I ask why the Grand Elder of the Grand Imperial Hall has personally come to the Hall of Gods? Zhao Feng gave a faint smile. His expression was calm, and his aura was calm. The hearts of the four from the Grand Imperial Hall jumped as they carefully inspected Zhao Feng. It was hard to imagine that a measly late-stage mystic light realm could be so calm in front of the pressure of two demigods and two sacred kings. Zhao Feng, a while ago, the Hall of Gods destroyed 9 Darkness Palace and other non-human forces, so the Lord Dynasty should have rewarded the Hall of Gods. Demigod Dragon Emperor first expressed his stance on how Zhao Feng destroyed 9 Darkness Palace. After all, on the surface, the Hall of Gods had helped the great-gone Lord Dynasty get rid of a big threat. That's only right. Zhao Feng also exchanged some pleasantries with Demigod Dragon Emperor. Zhao Feng, did you kill Sacred King Samsara? Demigod Tai Chi spoke with a cold gaze. Zhao Feng had resisted Demigod Tai Chi back in the God Corpse, so he didn't like Zhao Feng at all. That's right, it's just a personal grudge. Zhao Feng gave a faint smile and didn't say anything else. Zhao Feng, the Grand Imperial Hall has come this time for the secret technique in Sacred King Samsara's hands that can gather the power of the 8 great god eyes. Demigod Dragonhuan immediately stated the reason for his visit. This secret technique is too shocking and should be given to the Grand Imperial Hall for safekeeping. If it accidentally gets to the non-humans, it might cause a war between the Lord Dynasties, and countless lives will be lost. Demigod Tai Chi had a solemn expression as he spoke in a righteous tone. Therefore, the Grand Imperial Hall hopes that you hand over the secret technique. Chapter 1137. The Grand Imperial Hall hopes that you will hand over the secret technique. Demigod Tai Chi had a serious expression as he spoke in a righteous tone. This was the true goal of the Grand Imperial Hall. Everything else could be ignored. The power of Sacred King Samsara's secret technique was too terrifying. Even true god experts weren't able to block it. Zhao Feng had a slave with the eyes of myriad forms, and the Hall of Gods also had a one-eyed descendant with the eyes of death. As long as Zhao Feng could find another god-eye descendant, he would be able to fully unleash the power of this secret technique and dominate the Lord dynasty or even the continent. How could the Grand Imperial Hall not do anything to such a big threat? Although the Grand Imperial Hall didn't have any god-eye descendants, if they obtained this secret technique, they might be able to find a way to counter it. The Grand Imperial Hall could even search for god-eye descendants in the Lord dynasty. All in all, the Grand Imperial Hall had come this time for their own benefit and to maintain their absolute dominance over the continent. Right now, the Hall of Gods only had 2 god-eye descendants, so they couldn't use Sacred King Samsara's secret technique at all. Furthermore, with the overall strength of the Hall of Gods, they wouldn't be a match for the Grand Imperial Hall, even if they had another 1,000 or 10,000 years. Therefore, those from the Grand Imperial Hall believed that the Hall of Gods would hand it over. I'm sorry, but Sacred King Samsara self-destructed, and even his interspatial dimension was destroyed. Zhao Feng replied. That was indeed the truth. The expressions of the 4 from the Grand Imperial Hall changed dramatically, and a cold intent appeared on their faces. Even Demigod Dragon Emperor looked deeply at Zhao Feng with displeasure. He had personally come to the Hall of Gods, but Zhao Feng didn't give him any face and wasn't willing to hand over the secret technique. Zhao Feng, the Grand Imperial Hall, knows how precious this secret technique is. We obviously won't take something from another Hall of Gods for no reason. The Grand Imperial Hall will reward you with resources, and in the future, the Hall of Gods will be protected by the Grand Imperial Hall in the Lord Dynasty. The Sacred King, wearing a phoenix robe next to the 2 demigods, said with a faint smile and a pleasant voice. It was obvious that the Grand Imperial Hall had come prepared. Demigod Tai Chi and this beautiful female used both the carrot and the stick. This junior indeed didn't obtain Sacred King Samsara's secret technique. Zhao Feng sighed and continued to explain. The faces of the 4 from the Grand Imperial Hall darkened once more. Demigod Dragon Emperor and the phoenix-robed Sacred King even guessed that Zhao Feng already had 3 god-eye descendants. Otherwise, why would he not give the Grand Imperial Hall any face? Humph! Zhao Feng, do you intend to harm the great Qian dynasty by hiding this secret technique? At this moment, Demigod Tai Chi was enraged. Last time, Demigod Tai Chi asked Zhao Feng for the blood of the god corpse, but was rejected. Now, Zhao Feng dared to reject Demigod Dragon Emperor and the entire Grand Imperial Hall. Demigod Tai Chi sneered in his heart. He looked at Zhao Feng as if he was looking at a corpse. I already said that there is no such secret technique. Demigod Tai Chi is slandering me. What is the meaning of this? Zhao Feng's expression froze, and his tone changed slightly. Zhao Feng realized that the weaker he appeared, the more the other would try to take a yard after giving him an inch. I'll only know if it's slander or not. Demigod Tai Chi's mouth curled into a wicked smile. What Demigod Tai Chi meant by investigate was obviously searching Zhao Feng's soul. Demigod Dragon Emperor didn't say anything on the side. It was obvious that he agreed with Demigod Tai Chi's actions. Investigate? What right do you have to investigate the Hall of Gods? Zhao Feng's tone was cold, and he paused between each word. Although the Hall of Gods wasn't the Grand Imperial Hall's match at all, only 4 people from the Grand Imperial Hall had come. The Hall of Gods wasn't scared to this extent. You! Demigod Tai Chi's expression paused for a moment before becoming enraged. An invisible demigod intent merged into every inch of space. This time, Demigod Tai Chi was pressuring Zhao Feng mercilessly. If it was a normal late-stage mystic light realm, they wouldn't even be able to last a moment against the magnificent power of a demigod. Oomph. Zhao Feng snickered coldly as countless tiny, sparkling, white-gold lightning flashed across his skin. Whoosh! When Demigod Tai Chi's magnificent power landed around Zhao Feng, it was instantly shattered by the destructive aura of lightning. A faint layer of lightning floated around Zhao Feng in the air. Demigod Tai Chi's magnificent power was unable to even get close to Zhao Feng's body, let alone affect him. The expressions of the four from the Grand Imperial Hall changed slightly, and they were slightly surprised. Everyone present was familiar with the power of thunder and lightning. It was the aura of the Tribulation Lightning. At the same time, two other powerful auras appeared in the Hall of Gods. Nan Gongsheng and Kuan Yin were summoned by Zhao Feng and appeared in this secret hall. At this moment, Nan Gongsheng had purple and blood-colored hair, and his expression was cold and cruel. He radiated a bloodthirsty, killing intent. Kuan Yin was not an ordinary person either. Although he was only at the Sage King realm, ordinary demigods might not be a match for him. If there's nothing else, Senior Dragon Emperor, please leave. Zhao Feng stood up and said decisively. There was no other way to offend the Grand Imperial Hall this time. However, this wasn't enough to destroy the Hall of Gods. At this moment, the Hall of Gods wasn't a small force anymore. It was the number one force below the two four-star forces. Kuan Yin's heart tightened. He didn't think that Zhao Feng and the Grand Imperial Hall would fight to such an extent. However, he relaxed when he thought about the resources Zhao Feng had and how he could easily rope in the other forces of the Lord Dynasty. The expressions of the four from the Grand Imperial Hall were extremely grim. A newly risen Hall of Gods dared to challenge a four-star power that had existed for millions of years. If it weren't for the fact that they were worried about the Dark Moon Lord Dynasty, the Grand Imperial Hall might have already taken forceful actions against the Hall of Gods. Zhao Feng, the ruler of the Great Gan Lord Dynasty, is the Grand Imperial Hall. Demigod Dragon Emperor spoke at this moment, and an invisible aura swept across heaven and earth. Being the strongest force in the Great Gan Lord Dynasty, the Grand Imperial Hall wouldn't let the Hall of Gods suppress them. Furthermore, even if Zhao Feng had helpers like Nan Gongsheng and Kuan Yin, Demigod Dragon Emperor didn't put them in his eyes because he was the strongest demigod of the Great Gan Lord Dynasty. At this moment, Demigod Dragon Emperor showed obvious anger. It was as if even the air within the hall had frozen. The invisible magnificent power and draconic providence in heaven and earth started to climb. Right at this moment, boom, the void between the heavens and earth suddenly shook. A terrifying storm of energy appeared. All the heaven-earth yuan qi within several dozen thousand miles was sucked over. This scene made Zhao Feng, Kuan Yin, Demigod Dragon Emperor, and company look over. Suddenly, the void was torn apart, forming a bottomless black hole. Whoosh, whoosh. Terrifying spatial storms blew out from the cracks in space next to the black hole. Tell everyone to retreat. Zhao Feng immediately gave the order to Bai Qingwei. Luckily, this black hole was very far away in the sky, or else the Hall of Gods below would have been destroyed already. Even Demigod Dragon Emperor had a grim expression at this moment. Yufei. Zhao Feng looked toward where Zhao Yufei was in seclusion. Zhao Yufei didn't react at all when Zhao Feng tried to interfere with her consciousness. Whoosh, whoosh. Zhao Feng and those from the Grand Imperial Hall retreated several dozen thousand miles. However, even then, they still felt their power and bloodline being suppressed. Even breathing became difficult. Boom! A forbidden divine power aura that made one's heart shake suddenly descended. Who? Two figures walked out from the black hole. One of them was a young male with a slightly immature face, but he had an appearance that would make even girls jealous. His expression was filled with arrogance and disdain. Next to him was an elder with a faint aura. However, both of them had one thing in common. Their bodies were transparent and glittered with a white glass-like light. The moment the two of them appeared, the entire sky shook violently, as if it was about to completely collapse. A true god of the ancient, desolate realm of gods. Demigod Dragon Emperor was stunned, and his eyes were filled with shock. From what he could sense, the strength of this elder was probably even scarier than true god Tian Fa. A true god has descended. Zhao Feng's expression was grim. Another true god of the ancient, desolate realm of gods had descended in such a short amount of time? Could these people have come for true god Tian Fa? Demigod Tai Chi had a panicked expression. Yuan Long, change your bloodline and body to adapt to the Yuan Qi of heaven and earth. The elder said to the young man next to him. Understood. The young man closed his eyes slightly, and his bloodline body shone with a dazzling, crystal-clear light. The shaking of heaven and earth soon started to calm down. This is the bloodline of the spiritual race. Zhao Feng had interacted with Zhao Yufei for a long time, so Zhao Feng immediately sensed the aura of the male's bloodline. Could these people have come for Yufei? Zhao Feng guessed in his heart. Master, the descendant of the spiritual race, is over there. Yuan Long immediately pointed at where Zhao Yufei was in seclusion. Zhao Feng and the members of the Grand Imperial Hall, who were several dozen thousand miles away, were completely ignored by this pair. And the elder looked at where Zhao Yufei was and pointed out with his finger. Whoosh! A dazzling and mysterious radiance shone on Zhao Yufei's body. One boom! Zhao Yufei's translucent body immediately erupted with a powerful ancient bloodline aura. She broke through. Kuan Yun's expression froze when he felt Zhao Yufei's cultivation, and he took a deep breath. What kind of power is this? Demigod Long Huan was also stunned. With just a finger, this mysterious elder allowed Zhao Yufei, who was in seclusion, to break through to the level of a sacred king. At this moment, Zhao Yufei opened her bright eyes. She seemed to sense something and looked at the two in the sky. Child, come back to the ancient spiritual race with us. That is where you belong. In the sky, the old man's voice reverberated between heaven and earth. Ancient spiritual race? Ancient desolate realm of gods. Zhao Yufei was slightly surprised. It was obvious that she knew a little about the ancient desolate realm of gods. According to her bloodline, these two were probably experts with the spiritual race bloodline of the ancient desolate realm of gods. Their goal in coming to this dimension was to welcome him back to the ancient desolate realm of gods and the ancient spiritual race. A warm feeling appeared in Zhao Yufei's bloodline, as if she wanted to return to the ancient spiritual race in the ancient desolate realm of gods. 10,000 miles away, Kuan Yun and company from the Grand Imperial Hall were stunned and filled with envy. They didn't expect these two true gods from the ancient desolate realm of gods to come and welcome Zhao Yufei. With Zhao Yufei's bloodline, if she entered the ancient desolate realm of gods and tried to break through to the heavenly divine realm, she would probably be able to become a middle god. I don't want to go now. Zhao Yufei hesitated for a moment before replying. Zhao Yufei then looked at Zhao Feng with her misty eyes with love and conflict. It was obvious that Zhao Yufei really wanted to go to the ancient desolate realm of gods. What? Kuan Yin was speechless. The expressions of those from the Grand Imperial Hall also froze as they stood there. No one expected Zhao Yufei to reject a true god expert from the ancient desolate realm of gods. Zhao Yufei had rejected such a heaven-defying opportunity. One had to know that the last experts in the continent zone to break through to the heavenly divine realm had all done so several tens of thousands of years ago. What you? Yuan Long's expression changed into disbelief. This female from a low-level dimension had actually rejected his master. The elder's expression changed slightly, and his gaze landed on Zhao Feng. He could naturally tell that the reason Zhao Yufei had rejected him was because of this man. So strong. At this moment, Zhao Feng felt as if every part of his body, apart from his god's spiritual eye, had been completely seen through by this elder. The elder's gaze landed on Zhao Feng's left eye and was slightly surprised. Human, come with us to the ancient desolate realm of gods, the elder said with a faint smile. Chapter 1138. Human, come with us to the ancient desolate realm of gods. The elder had a kind expression and said with a faint smile. Upon closer inspection, the elder found that Zhao Feng's body contained a lot of ancient origin power. His foundation was very stable, and he was even stronger than people of the same cultivation in the ancient desolate realm of gods in every aspect. From his point of view, the only flaw in Zhao Feng's body was that his bloodline was too weak. However, Zhao Feng had a variant soul that could make up for this flaw. What surprised the elder from the spiritual race was that he couldn't see through Zhao Feng's eyes at all. What? The people next to Zhao Feng, including Zhao Feng himself, stood there in a daze. Zhao Feng's luck is way too good. Kuan Yin couldn't believe that the elder from the ancient desolate realm of gods would say something like this. Entering the ancient desolate realm of gods was like an untouchable legend to all living beings in the continent zone. However, from the expression of this elder from the spiritual race, it was as if entering the ancient desolate realm of gods was an insignificant matter. Everyone looked at Zhao Feng with envy and jealousy. Demigod Taichi's heart was in a mess. He was extremely jealous of Zhao Feng and wanted to kill Zhao Feng immediately. With Zhao Feng's talent, if he entered the ancient desolate realm of gods early, his future would be immeasurable. At this moment, apart from Zhao Feng, everyone else wanted to beg this elder to take them to the ancient desolate realm of gods as well. However, they didn't even dare to say anything. Master Yuan Long, who was next to the elder, also had a surprised expression. What was the point of taking a normal person from a low-tier dimension who didn't have an ancient bloodline to the ancient desolate realm of gods? Brother Feng, Zhao Yufei's face lit up, revealing a beautiful smile that could move any man's heart. However, when Zhao Yufei looked at Zhao Feng, she realized that Zhao Feng wasn't very happy. Immediately, Zhao Yufei understood that she had thought too little and was too selfish. Yufei, you should go with Senior, Zhao Feng said apologetically to Zhao Yufei after a moment of silence. If Zhao Feng only cared about himself right now and headed to the ancient desolate realm of gods, wouldn't the Hall of Gods he had built up become the Grand Imperial Hall's property? The Grand Imperial Hall wouldn't let go of anyone related to Zhao Feng. Moreover, there were as many factions as there were stars in the sky on the entire Empire continent that had allied with the Hall of Gods. Once Zhao Feng left, even they would suffer. Moreover, Zhao Feng had another goal in establishing the Hall of Gods, to completely control the Nanlin Sea. Only like this could he completely protect his home, Green Flower Continent. What? Zhao Feng actually. Sacred King Feather Spirit's expression changed dramatically as he stared at Zhao Feng. He even suspected that he had heard wrong. This kid knows that the Grand Imperial Hall will make things difficult for the Hall of Gods, but he still stayed. Demigod Dragon Emperor was shocked and puzzled. Who would choose to stay and face danger instead of running away? Kuan Yin and Nan Gongsheng also looked at Zhao Feng in shock. Yuan Long was slightly surprised. He didn't think that a human from a low-tier dimension would reject his master's invitation. This was like a beggar rejecting a table full of delicacies. Yuan Long laughed mockingly. From his point of view, Zhao Feng's actions were extremely stupid and couldn't be saved. Brother Feng, I'll wait for you in the ancient desolate realm of gods. Zhao Yufei wiped away the moisture from the corner of her eyes and looked at Zhao Feng with deep emotions. She had expected that Zhao Feng would make such a decision. Senior, I'm very sorry, but this junior still has some matters to take care of here. Zhao Feng respectfully bowed to the spiritual race elder, placing a great deal of emphasis on the last few words of his speech. After raising his head, Zhao Feng looked at those from the Grand Imperial Hall on the side. The two from the spiritual race and Zhao Yufei instantly looked at Demigod Dragon Emperor and company as well. The hearts of the four from the Grand Imperial Hall shook, and cold sweat appeared on their foreheads as the fear of death spread through their bodies. The experts of the ancient desolate realm of gods viewed the beings of the dimension as ants and didn't care about their lives. At this moment, these two experts from the ancient desolate realm of gods had come for Zhao Yufei. As long as Zhao Yufei opened her mouth, the four of them would die for sure. Zhao Feng, the The Grand Imperial Hall will help you with everything we have. Demigod Dragon Emperor squeezed out a kind smile and pretended that he had a good relationship with Zhao Feng. At the same time, the other three, including Sacred King Feather Spirit and Demigod Tai Chi, who hated Zhao Feng to the bone, squeezed out smiles and tried to get on Zhao Feng's good side. Oomph. Yuan Long snickered coldly in disdain in the sky as he reached out a crystalline arm. Wong boom. Heaven and earth shook as a terrifying power and intent instantly took control of heaven and earth. The four from the Grand Imperial Hall seemed to freeze. All four of them, including Demigod Dragon Emperor, were unable to move. They couldn't even send out their divine senses. At this instant, everything within their bodies started to crystallize, including the surrounding space. It was as if everything in this dimension would turn into crystals if this continued. Such terrifying strength, this person. Demigod Dragon Emperor's heart jumped in shock. This person from the spiritual race called Yuan Long was much stronger than true God Tian Fa. However, this was expected. This person had the bloodline of the spiritual race, which was ranked 19th among the 10,000 ancient races. Even in the ancient desolate realm of gods, he would be a dazzling prodigy. It was impossible to imagine what kind of cultivation his master had reached. An unprecedented sense of danger covered the hearts of the four from the Grand Imperial Hall. Yuan Long, let's go. The elder glanced over as if he was looking at an ant or a drop of water. He didn't care at all. Hee okay. Yuan Long laughed and put down his arm. Boom. The space that had been completely frozen suddenly shattered. Countless crystal fragments floated in the air. Thank you, Senior, for not killing us. Demigod Dragon Emperor knelt on the ground and said with fear in his eyes. Plop. Sacred King Feather Spirit and the other phoenix-robed Sacred King next to the two demigods fell to the ground, their auras completely gone. Demigod Tai Chi's eyes suddenly shook. He looked at the two dead saint rulers beside him and seemed to be in a state of shock. If Yuan Long had stopped just a bit later, he might have ended up the same way. Kuan Yun and Nan Gongxing's hair stood on end as they looked at the two from the spiritual race with respect. In the sky, the old man's body emitted a sparkling brilliance of divine power that wrapped around Yuan Long and Zhao Yufei. Wang, from the center of the distant fan universe, a faint ripple came from it. Wang, a layer of strange, spatial ripples appeared around the three of them. Brother Feng, we need to finish this quickly. Zhao Yufei's eyes became misty as she bit her lips and her eyelashes trembled. Whoosh! The trio's figures started to fade and disappear in a weird spatial ripple. Heaven and earth returned to normal after the experts of the ancient desolate realm of gods, and Zhao Yufei left. Go! Demigod Dragon Emperor roared as he took the bodies of the two sacred kings and left the Hall of Gods. Demigod Tai Chi glared at Zhao Feng fiercely before turning into a streak of white light and disappearing into the sky. Come back, Zhao Feng messaged by Qinghua. Luckily, he had sent away the other members of the Hall of Gods before the experts of the ancient desolate realm of gods arrived. Otherwise, these members and disciples with lower cultivations would have been crushed into mincemeat by the aura of a true god. The Hall of Gods returned to normal a day later. This matter quickly spread across the Great Gone Lord dynasty. The demigods of the Grand Imperial Hall, including Demigod Dragon Emperor, were all heavily injured and returned without accomplishing anything. Sacred King Feather Spirit and Sacred King Phoenix Ritual were both killed. This result caused an uproar in the entire dynasty. None of the experts from the various forces doubted the authenticity of this information. However, another piece of news soon started to spread. The experts of the spiritual race from the ancient desolate realm of gods had arrived at the Hall of Gods, taken Zhao Yufei away, heavily injured the demigods of the Grand Imperial Hall, and killed two sacred kings. Once this news spread, it shocked the entire Lord dynasty. In just a few short years, another expert from the ancient desolate realm of gods had arrived. All the demigods in the continent zone started to desire the ancient desolate realm of gods and the heavenly divine realm. by Qingyue. Quickly nurture the disciples with potential and talent in a mystic light realm experts. Also, nurture mystic light realm sacred lords. Zhao Feng message by Qingyue for the Dark Heart Seal. Zhao Feng soon organized some precious substandard god crystals, ancient resources, and blood crystals, and gave them to Bai Qingyue. The Grand Imperial Hall shouldn't be doing anything in the near future. Zhao Feng guessed in his heart. Zhao Feng started to enter seclusion within the misty spatial world. The experts of the ancient desolate realm of gods stimulated Zhao Feng greatly. Zhao Feng looked forward to the legendary ancient desolate realm of gods and wanted to see what kind of place it was. He wanted to see the 10,000 ancient races, and he wanted to see the legendary 8 great god eyes. I need to work harder, or else Yufei will leave me far behind. Zhao Feng smiled helplessly. Now that Zhao Yufei had returned to the ancient desolate realm of gods, her bloodline would definitely awaken. At that time, the cultivation speed of the spiritual race bloodline would be fully displayed. Furthermore, with Zhao Yufei's bloodline talent, she would be able to obtain at least rank 3 of the heavenly divine realm. 1. The destructive power of God Tribulation lightning radiated from Zhao Feng's lightning soul body. Countless golden white lightning patterns roared and roared on Zhao Feng's sacred lightning body, destroying everything in its path. At this moment, Zhao Feng's focus was still on using the power of God Tribulation lightning to refine his sacred lightning body. Of course, while using the power of God Tribulation lightning to refine his sacred lightning body, Zhao Feng also split off a lot of his thoughts to cultivate other aspects. Half a day later, Zhao Feng took a break and ate a large amount of precious herbs to recover from his injuries. However, Zhao Feng's cultivation never stopped. He shifted his focus to comprehending intent. Whoosh! 3 vine fruits appeared in front of Zhao Feng, and a thick intent wrapped around Zhao Feng. When his comprehension of intent reached a critical point, Zhao Feng shifted his focus to refining his sacred lightning body. Furthermore, Zhao Feng had used too many of the resources in his possession, so the effects of the resources had decreased. Because of this, Zhao Feng would occasionally enter the ancient dream realm to explore, increase the number of pets he had, and expand his territory. Sky lightning hell purgatory grass, evil swamp earth crystal, sky wind jade bamboo. Ancient resources of even higher quality floated in front of Zhao Feng. Zhao Feng circulated the 5 elemental wind lightning technique and the golden Kuan sacred lightning body as he started to extract the medicinal energy from these resources. Zhao Feng spent the next year in seclusion. During this period of time, Zhao Feng didn't think about increasing his cultivation. Instead, he focused on consolidating his foundation and increasing his strength. One day, Zhao Feng entered the God Eye dimension and prepared to duplicate the ancient resources he needed. Zhao Feng, I want to talk to you. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon spoke from a corner of the God Eye dimension. Chapter 1139. Zhao Feng, I want to talk to you. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's deep voice came from a corner of the God Eye dimension. Zhao Feng paused for a moment and looked at the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. In the past year, Zhao Feng hadn't tried to use the Dark Heart Seal to enslave the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. He just habitually abused it every time he entered the God Eye dimension. You're willing to be my mount? Zhao Feng directly asked. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's gloomy expression instantly became ruthless when it heard the word mount. I have a condition. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon struggled for a moment before sighing and speaking in humiliation. Speak. Zhao Feng had an indifferent expression. He had expected this long ago. Without a condition, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon wouldn't have come to talk to him. I'm willing to submit to you, but you must provide me with a large amount of resources to help me recover to my peak strength. You also cannot intentionally harm my life. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon stated its condition. At the same time, it was worried that Zhao Feng wouldn't agree. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was trapped in this dimension, so its recovery was limited. Once Zhao Feng's strength reached a certain level, killing it would be extremely easy. After all, Zhao Feng's initial plan was to kill the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. It was only because he couldn't kill it that he thought of enslaving it. Now that the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had seen many of Zhao Feng's secrets, there was a very high chance that Zhao Feng would kill it in the end just to be safe. For this reason, Zhao Feng didn't try to enslave the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. This made the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon extremely worried, thinking that Zhao Feng had already decided to kill it. In addition, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's condition wasn't normal. It possessed a faint bloodline of the Destruction Dragon race, so it was extremely powerful in all aspects. If it wanted to recover its strength, it would need an enormous amount of resources. Otherwise, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon would have recovered to the true god level a long time ago. No one in the continent zone would be its match. Even all the savings of an ancient god wouldn't be enough to help you recover to your peak strength. Zhao Feng rolled his eyes at the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. This guy was dreaming. Although the stronger the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was, the more help it would be to Zhao Feng. One couldn't forget that at its peak, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was a powerful true god comparable to an ancient god. If the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's strength exceeded Zhao Feng's by too many levels, it would definitely be able to escape from Zhao Feng. No matter what, my cultivation base cannot be lower than yours. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon took a step back. Of course, in the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's view, Zhao Feng possessed the eye that could become the ninth god eye and would encounter many problems. Under the pressure of danger, Zhao Feng would definitely help him recover his strength. In addition, if Zhao Feng really did have a chance of becoming the ninth god eye, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon would have no complaints and would willingly become Zhao Feng's slave. That's more like it. Zhao Feng immediately agreed. If the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's cultivation was lower than his, what use was he? In the end, the two sides came to an agreement and signed a blood contract. After signing the contract, Zhao Feng even forced the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon to let him place a Dark Heart seal on it. Whoosh! Zhao Feng let out the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. At this moment, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon only had the aura of a normal sacred lord, and its soul was severely injured. Raise its cultivation to the level of a sacred king first. Zhao Feng took out a portion of the resources in the misty spatial world and gave it to the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Thank you, Master. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon said uncomfortably. Master, when are we going to the ancient desolate realm of gods? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon suddenly asked. When I break through to the heavenly divine realm, of course. Zhao Feng paused for a moment and then said in a speechless tone, with Zhao Feng's strength, he could try to break through to the heavenly divine realm within 20 years and then enter the ancient desolate realm of gods. However, if he needed to consolidate his strength just to be safe, he might need 30 years. Why doesn't Master try to break through to the heavenly divine realm in the ancient desolate realm of gods? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon asked in surprise. The center of the fan universe was the origin of all things. The chances of breaking through to the heavenly divine realm would be higher there. I can head to the ancient desolate realm of gods without relying on any external power, without breaking through to the heavenly divine realm? This time, Zhao Feng was stunned. Although it was unbelievable, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon might have another way. Others might not be able to, but Master can. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon revealed a deep smile and said with certainty, Has Master not sensed the existence of the ancient desolate realm of gods? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon asked. Zhao Feng's expression darkened. A while ago, he had faintly sensed that there was a mysterious place in the vast fan universe that had a faint connection to his soul. However, how did the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon know this? Masters should know that the main point of going to the ancient desolate realm of gods is to obtain the ancient desolate origin energy. When one breaks through to the heavenly divine realm and goes through the true God tribulation lightning, they will obtain this aura and sense the existence of the ancient desolate realm of gods. Only then will they be able to enter the ancient desolate realm of gods. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon explained to Zhao Feng with a smug expression. In other words, one doesn't even need to break through to the heavenly divine realm. As long as one has enough ancient desolate origin energy, one can enter the ancient desolate realm of gods. However, this dimension is too low level, so the beings here can only go through the true God tribulation lightning to obtain the ancient desolate realm of gods. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon said with an arrogant expression, if one was in a dimension close to the ancient desolate realm of gods and could absorb the ancient desolate realm of gods' origin energy, they could enter the ancient desolate realm of gods before reaching the heavenly divine realm. This would increase their chances of breaking through to the heavenly divine realm, and they might even be able to obtain rank 1 or higher. This works as well. Zhao Feng's expression changed drastically. But in reality, this was a very simple logical problem. It was just that everyone in the continent zone had the mindset that only those who broke through to the heavenly divine realm could enter the ancient desolate realm of gods. In reality, this was all because this dimension was too low level and the beings inside were too weak. Master's body contains an abundance of primordial origin chi, right? While staying in the dimension of the God Eye, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had seen Zhao Feng duplicate many rare treasures from the ancient era. The majority of these treasures contained a wisp of ancient origin energy. Because of this, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was sure that Zhao Feng's body contained a lot of ancient origin energy. After explaining, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon flew to the side and used the resources that Zhao Feng had given it to recover its strength. In reality, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had stayed in this low-level dimension because it wanted to destroy it and recover its strength as quickly as possible. However, it was unable to destroy this dimension at all, so it decided to follow Zhao Feng and head to the ancient desolate realm of gods as soon as possible. This was why it told Zhao Feng all of this. On the other side, Zhao Feng was still in shock. This means that as long as I take care of everything, I can head directly to the ancient desolate realm of gods. Zhao Feng was extremely excited. Zhao Feng's desire to head to the ancient desolate realm of gods was the same as any demigod in the continent zone. It was just that he had too many things on his shoulders that he rejected the invitation of the experts of the spiritual race. Master, let me remind you that if you enter the ancient desolate realm of gods early, your state of existence should be at the level of a demigod. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon suddenly thought of something and said, this place was too far away from the ancient desolate realm of gods, and its state of existence was too low. It was unable to withstand the pressure of traveling through space. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had forgotten about this before. If Zhao Feng's state of existence wasn't able to withstand the pressure of traveling through space and entered the ancient desolate realm of gods, he would probably turn to dust, and his divine soul would be destroyed along the way. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon that followed Zhao Feng would probably die as well. State of existence. Zhao Feng's eyes twinkled slightly. He had cultivated the golden Kuan sacred lightning body to the peak of the 6th level, and it had completely consolidated its foundation. He could break through to the peak stage at any time. The 7th level of the golden Kuan sacred lightning body corresponded to the level above the demigod realm. I'm still a while away from the 7th level of the sacred lightning body. I can take care of everything in the meantime. The corner of Zhao Feng's mouth curled up, and he felt impatient. Luckily, Zhao Feng had always focused on body strengthening. By Qingyue, how's the overall strength of the Hall of Gods? Zhao Feng asked. Apart from Kuan Yun, Nan Gongsheng, and Master, the strength of the Hall of Gods is equivalent to a 3.5 star power. However, if you include the other forces that have allied with the Hall of Gods, then their overall strength will increase by another level. Bai Qingwei reported truthfully. Zhao Feng started to think. In reality, after the Hall of Gods swallowed Nine Darkness Palace, the Tai family, Black Screen Corner, the Ji family, and other forces had joined them. The Hall of Gods had reached the 4-star standard and even surpassed it. However, these forces that had allied with the Hall of Gods were still external forces, and they wouldn't serve the Hall of Gods wholeheartedly. Continue to expand and nurture sacred Lord experts. Zhao Feng instructed before starting to cultivate in seclusion. In reality, the Hall of God development over the past year had already shocked everyone. No force in the Lord dynasty could stop the Hall of Gods now. Even the Grand Imperial Hall remained silent. If that was the case, then Zhao Feng might as well ignore everything else and expand as much as he wanted. The most ideal situation that Zhao Feng thought of was for the Hall of Gods to completely dominate the continent zone. Within the misty spatial world, Zhao Feng, Zhao Wan, the little thieving cat, and the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon all stayed in their own places and used a large amount of resources to cultivate and increase their strength. In less than half a year, Zhao Feng realized that he didn't have enough precious resources. After a year, even though Zhao Feng often used the duplication ability of his left eye, he still didn't have enough resources. Zhao Feng glanced at the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon speechlessly. He didn't expect the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon to need so many resources to recover its strength. Master, there's nothing we can do about it. Although I've used up so many resources, my strength has already reached the late-stage Sacred Lord level. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon acted as if it didn't matter. There was nothing Zhao Feng could do about not having enough resources, so he could only waste his time cultivating in the ancient dream realm. Zhao Feng also spent a large amount of resources to raise the beasts in the ancient dream realm. As long as they became stronger, Zhao Feng would be able to steal even more precious resources. On a certain day, within the misty spatial world, Zhao Feng's body, which was surrounded by dark yellow lightning, suddenly became taller, and a terrifying domain of lightning covered everything within several miles. Peak 6th level of the sacred lightning body. Zhao Feng opened his eyes and let out a breath of turbid air. On the other side, Zhao Wan, who was cultivating the Golden Kuin's sacred lightning body, had obtained a lot of experience and was improving rapidly. Master, I've reached the level of a sacred king. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon said with joy. It didn't expect that it would recover to the level of a sacred king in just 2 short years after suffering such heavy injuries. At the same time, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon once again felt how immeasurable Zhao Feng was. Zhao Feng was also cultivating in the misty spatial world, but he would occasionally take out peerless treasures that even the demigods of the Lord dynasty would want. Right at this moment, Bai Qingwei sent a message to Zhao Feng. Master, demigod dragon emperor of the Grand Imperial Hall, seems to have started to break through to the heavenly, divine realm. Bai Qingyue's tone was solemn. In reality, Zhao Feng would often contact Bai Qingyue while he was in seclusion to understand the situation in the outside world. However, Bai Qingyue's message this time made Zhao Feng's expression change slightly. Chapter 1140. Within the dimension of the God Eye, the mysterious golden ball was duplicating several earth elemental ancient resources. Greed flashed through True God Tian Fa's eyes. True God Tian Fa waved the black dragon golden spear in his hand. Although the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had recovered to the level of a sacred king, its battle power was definitely stronger than normal demigods. Sky-destroying sacred lightning palm of destruction. A terrifying primordial aura erupted from his body, causing the entire Hall of Gods to shake. Ha ha! You didn't think that I would still be alive, right? I'll take your dog life today. A dominating intent of wind lightning started to radiate from Zhao Feng's body. Over the past few years of seclusion, Zhao Feng's strength had increased by leaps and bounds with the help of a shocking amount of resources. Zhao Feng's divine sense spread across 10,000 miles, and he opened his god's spiritual eye. True God Tian Fa chased after him. The gigantic scarlet lightning's sacred palm pushed forward like a huge mountain. Everyone retreat. Zhao Feng didn't know what the skills and techniques above the heaven tier were. Attacks from those below the demigod realm were unable to threaten Zhao Feng at all. This meant that Zhao Feng could fight against normal demigods with just his physical strength alone. If it wasn't for the fact that Zhao Feng had appeared and caused an accident with the secret technique that allowed God-I descendants to combine their powers, he wouldn't have lost. Through the God Spiritual Eye's inspection, Zhao Feng found that true God Tian Fa had only recovered to the level of a sacred king. However, true God Tian Fa had divine power, so he could be considered a demigod. Whoosh! True God Tian Fa couldn't help but laugh mockingly at Zhao Feng's actions. The divine forming technique was one of the techniques that Zhao Feng focused on, and he had cultivated it to a very high level. The divine power within Zhao Feng's body was enough for him to use the ancient God seal almost 20 times. It was almost impossible for anyone to come to the Hall of Gods and attack Zhao Feng. This was because there was no longer a target for Zhao Feng in the continent zone. On the other side, Zhao Feng circulated the fire of wind lightning. Not good, Zhao Feng. Danger is approaching. The reverse refinement of the God Tribulation lightning could not only increase the sacred lightning body's resistance to God Tribulation lightning, but it could also improve the sacred lightning body. The sacred lightning body contains the element of tribulation lightning, and its offensive power has also been enhanced. It has a destructive effect on all attacks. He had originally thought that the Grand Imperial Hall would definitely take action against the Hall of Gods in the future after returning empty-handed. Although he had heard of Zhao Feng's many battle achievements while he was recuperating in the continent zone, he had never heard of them before. At this moment, Zhao Feng wasn't surprised that the enemy had been able to sneak into the Hall of Gods without anyone noticing. This is... All of a sudden, he sensed a powerful ancient aura closing in on him. Zhao Feng activated the power of God Tribulation lightning within his lightning soul body to reverse refine his sacred lightning body. Several powerful sacred Lord-level auras appeared within the Hall of Gods. However, seeing the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's shocked expression, Zhao Feng left the misty spatial world doubtfully. His realm was so low, but he had divine power and a divine artifact. Stay here. The two terrifying forces clashed in the air. This was why Zhao Feng wanted to enter the ancient desolate realm of gods so badly. However, the shockwave from the attack left behind a 100-mile-wide crater in the mountains and rivers below. After hearing this news, Zhao Feng relaxed a lot. He gave Bai Qingwei some resources and continued to cultivate. Zhao Wan's cultivation had completely consolidated, and he could break through to become a sacred king at any time. This figure said in disdain when he saw Zhao Feng appear. However, it was only a peak-tier heaven-grade weapon. After all, resources were scarce in the continent zone, and it was hard for true God Tian Fa to find a suitable weapon. Zhao Feng revealed a smile. Who dares to sneak into the Hall of Gods? This was also the reason why Zhao Feng left the Hall of Gods. Zhao Feng's wind lightning raging finger had reached the max level long ago, and 30% of the power of the god blood had merged into Zhao Feng's index finger. Boom! However, Demigod Dragon Emperor had already started to break through to the heavenly divine realm, and was preparing to head to the ancient desolate realm of gods. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon glanced at the little thieving cat with jealousy and hatred. True God Tian Fa. A black dragon metal spear appeared in true God Tian Fa's hand. Apart from the increase in his sacred lightning body, Zhao Feng's other aspects had also improved after 2 years of seclusion. Boom! Pung! Wung! Zhao Feng messaged the two. After all, Lord Wu Heng was a heaven-defying existence that he couldn't even catch up to This is a battle technique that surpasses the heaven tier. According to the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, if they had entered the ancient desolate realm of gods earlier and cultivated there, they would have had better results when breaking through to the heavenly divine realm. Zhao Feng's expression paused for a moment. Scarlet sacred light of lightning radiated from Zhao Feng's body as he thrust out several palms after merging with his sacred body. Danger! Weng Weng, Nine Heavens Dragon Destroying Spear. Zhao Feng's expression became grim as his eyes locked onto the black and purple light. God-destroying finger. A terrifying surge of ancient bloodline divine power spread from Zhao Feng's index finger. After absorbing 30% of the god blood, Zhao Feng wanted to see how strong Zhao Feng's wind, lightning, raging finger was. The little thieving cat's cultivation had always been low, but it was mainly because it specialized in the Tao of assassination and had an assassination weapon as well as a high intent that allowed it to succeed in the battles between sacred kings and demigods. Wang Hu Kuan Yun, Nan Gongsheng, stay in Hall of Gods. True God Tian Fa circulated his divine power into the spear in his hand. You don't know how high heaven is. Even if my divine weapon is destroyed, I can still easily kill you. Zhao Feng was looking forward to seeing what kind of power his lightning wind-raging finger would have. Zhao Feng didn't believe it. Boom! Zhao Feng smiled confidently. Zhao Feng, leave your life to me. There weren't many people in the continent zone that could threaten Zhao Feng and the Hall of Gods. He had exchanged 2 blows with Zhao Feng, but he wasn't able to gain any advantage. This was already a huge humiliation for him. The peak-tier heaven-grade weapon wasn't able to withstand true God Tian Fa's divine power and started a buzz. Although Zhao Feng didn't understand why the Grand Imperial Hall would swallow this, this meant that the Hall of Gods wouldn't have anything stopping them. They would be able to expand as much as they wanted and complete Zhao Feng's dream, rule over the entire Great Gone Lord dynasty. True God Tian Fa had a cold expression as he waved the spear in his hand and charged toward Zhao Feng. A unique intent appeared around him. Zhao Feng appeared in the secret hall of the Forbidden Ground. Whom? His strength? From the powerful intent, Zhao Feng could tell that the battle skill that true God Tian Fa was using had definitely surpassed the heaven tier. However, even the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon couldn't see through the little thieving cat's background. At this moment, Zhao Feng's sacred lightning body had a lot of resistance against the power of God Tribulation lightning. He could last for the time it took to make tea under the power of God Tribulation lightning. Zhao Feng didn't know this person, but Zhao Feng felt that his soul was familiar. However, this meant that Zhao Feng's room for improvement in the continent zone would be much smaller. With true God Tian Fa's intent, a casual attack from him could injure a demigod and kill a sacred king. Brat, looks like you obtained a lot from the God Corpse. The terrifying attacks of the two clashed once again, and they were evenly matched. I indeed didn't expect you to still be alive, but I don't mind killing you again. True God Tian Fa felt that something was wrong the instant they clashed. With the help of the vine fruit, Zhao Feng's intent could break through to the level of Sacred King at any time, but Zhao Feng had been suppressing it this entire time. Therefore, Zhao Feng wanted to break through to the level of a Sacred King in the ancient desolate realm of gods. With a flash of scarlet golden light, Zhao Feng left the Hall of Gods and disappeared into the sky. Boom! This was Zhao Feng's first battle after 2 years of seclusion, and the power of the God Tribulation lightning sacred body shocked him even more. If it wasn't for the little thieving cat's sneak attack, he wouldn't have been defeated and captured alive by Zhao Feng. Once the Golden Kuan sacred lightning body reached the 7th level, Zhao Feng's state of existence would reach the level of a demigod, and there would be almost no one who could match up to him in the continent zone. Zhao Feng used a dominating and insane finger technique to clash with true God Tian Fa, who was using a technique that surpassed the heaven tier. Now that my sacred lightning body has reached the peak of the 6th level, it's the limit of the mystic light realm. Attacks from anyone below the demigod realm won't be able to harm me. The figure of a black dragon head roared as it charged toward Zhao Feng. Whoosh! The black destruction serpent dragon suddenly said at this moment. However, Zhao Feng wasn't surprised. The little thieving cat had too many mysteries. 1. This person was true god Tian Fa from the God Corpse. He had survived that attack that could destroy heaven and earth. At this moment, a weak being from a low-tier dimension wanted to fight back against him with the strength of a late-stage mystic light realm. What a joke. Although he was a rank 3 true god, he still greatly desired the resources within the God Corpse. True god Tian Fa, who had changed his appearance, laughed loudly as he looked at Zhao Feng with a deadly gaze. 2 years of seclusion had consumed a huge amount of resources, but the results were definitely worth it. Demigod Dragon Emperor is trying to break through to the heavenly divine realm. Zhao Feng didn't see anything with his divine sense, but as God's spiritual, I caught a streak of black and purple light. His hands had been itching for a long time. He wanted to fight and see his true strength. This brat's palm technique. True God Tian Fa's attack was blocked, and the remaining wisp of energy landed on Zhao Feng's body, but it didn't affect him at all. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. This thieving cat. Which thief is it? If it wasn't for the fact that Zhao Feng didn't have a lot of resources right now, he would have continued to nurture the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon and increase its strength. This bloodline aura belongs to Lord Wuheng. Zhao Feng's expression changed dramatically. Whoosh! Zhao Feng couldn't see through the little thieving cat situation. Whoosh! Zhao Feng suddenly roared and scared away all the sacred lords of the Hall of Gods. Normal late-stage sacred lords couldn't have such strength, so he was sure that Zhao Feng had obtained some heaven-defying fortune in the God Corpse. True God Tian Fa waved the spear in his hand and unleashed several giant black dragons. However, after 2 years of cultivation, Zhao Feng couldn't see through the little thieving cat's cultivation anymore. In a head-on battle, the little thieving cat probably wouldn't even be a match for a normal sacred king. Zhao Feng estimated that the resources it had used over the past 2 years were even more than all the resources the Grand Imperial Hall had in total. Zhao Feng suddenly stopped and circulated his sacred lightning body as he punched out a fist that flashed with lightning. Wang, true god Tian Fa's expression became grim. Even though his strength had dropped dramatically and he didn't have a divine weapon, normal late-stage Mystic Light Realm experts wouldn't be able to block a casual attack from him. However, since he dared to come here, he obviously had the confidence to win. Boom! Pung! At this instant, any wisp of power from the battle between the two could destroy a normal 3-star power. A pair of scarlet wings of lightning formed behind Zhao Feng's back. With his talent, it was hard to find a match for anyone at the same cultivation in the Ancient Soul Hall. Chapter 1141. This bloodline aura. It belongs to Lord Wuheng. True God Tian Fa's expression turned to shock as he stared at Zhao Feng's purple and gold finger that radiated a terrifying ancient aura. You idiot! How dare you waste this drop of blood essence? True God Tian Fa cursed as he stared greedily at Zhao Feng's index finger. It was as if that drop of blood essence from the God Corpse was a peerless treasure to him. Boom! Pung! Pung! Zhao Feng's index finger contained 30% of the power of the God Blood, and the power it displayed when he used the Wind Lightning Raging Finger was on par with True God Tian Fa's. From the looks of it, the effect of this drop of God Blood is far greater than I imagined. Zhao Feng's heart shook. Zhao Feng die. All your treasures are mine. True God Tian Fa revealed a cruel and murderous expression. True God Tian Fa had used up all his savings over the past few years to reach the level of a sacred king. Without a divine weapon, True God Tian Fa wasn't the match for the demigods of the Great Gonlor dynasty, but he could easily kill normal demigods. He originally wanted to kill Zhao Feng and then leave this dimension. However, Zhao Feng's strength had exceeded his imagination. If true god Tian Fa continued to fight with Zhao Feng, it was very likely that other sacred kings and demigods of the continent zone would be attracted over. Therefore, true god Tian Fa decided to end the battle quickly. Sky Dragon Ambush. The momentum of true god Tian Fa's spear suddenly changed and condensed a terrifying aura that could shake heaven and earth. Boom! A giant black dragon figure suddenly roared as it charged toward Zhao Feng. Earth-destroying finger. Zhao Feng's finger released a strong surge of wind lightning as he thrust out with a dominating intent. Boom! An incomparably huge finger light, carrying with it an endless scarlet gold thunderstorm, blasted out like a pillar that could hold up the sky. Pum! The two peerless attacks clashed together. Boom! Zhao Feng's earth-extinguishing finger was destroyed by the black light dragon phantom. The remaining portion of its power directly crashed towards Zhao Feng. As expected of a combat skill that surpasses the heaven tier, Zhao Feng and true god Tian Fa's battle skills were on par. But if they used their ultimate moves, the weakness of the wind, lightning, raging finger would be revealed. Earth Thunder Sacred Armor. Zhao Feng immediately activated his sacred lightning body and circulated the earth of wind lightning sacred power. Buzz, buzz, buzz. A dark yellow wind lightning saint force surged on the surface of Zhao Feng's body, instantly forming a sparkling armor surrounded by wind and lightning. The armor was also surrounded by a layer of invisible gravity. True god Tian Fa's attack was weakened by gravity when it got close to Zhao Feng. When it struck Zhao Feng's physique, it was destroyed by a wave of tribulation lightning. Zhao Feng's sacred lightning body contained the element of god tribulation lightning, so all of his combat skills would be amplified. Impossible! True god Tian Fa's expression became extremely ugly after the surprise passed. If it was a normal demigod, they would be severely injured even if they didn't die from this attack. However, Zhao Feng easily blocked it and didn't seem to be injured at all. However, true god Tian Fa had underestimated Zhao Feng's strength and Zhao Feng's growth. One had to know that 3 years ago, Zhao Feng was able to defeat demigod Dark Ocean with an absolute advantage. Now, Zhao Feng should be able to easily kill demigod Dark Ocean. He could even fight against a half-dragon emperor. Divine Technique, Dark Soul Ambush. True god Tian Fa's expression was grim, and a weird undulation appeared in his soul. At this moment, true god Tian Fa stopped underestimating Zhao Feng. Since Zhao Feng's physical defense was so strong, he could only use a soul attack to kill Zhao Feng in case the other demigods of the Great Gone Lord dynasty attracted the attention of other demigods. In reality, it was just as true god Tian Fa expected. When Zhao Feng and true god Tian Fa started to fight, the shockwaves created by the battle attracted the attention of many intelligence agents. The situation here was quickly spread to the other provinces of the Great Gone Lord dynasty. Wang, a dark and chaotic soul shockwave, shot out from true god Tian Fa's soul. The profound and dark soul attack shot toward Zhao Feng with incredible speed, carrying with it the power to annihilate everything in its path. It's time to test out my soul eye bloodline techniques. Zhao Feng revealed a faint smile as he faced true god Tian Fa's powerful soul attack. After cultivating in seclusion for so long, all aspects of Zhao Feng's strength had increased by leaps and bounds. Up until now, Zhao Feng had only tried the sacred lightning body and the wind lightning raging finger. Smile! True god Tian Fa, who was filled with confidence, suddenly lost his confidence when he saw Zhao Feng reveal an abnormal smile. My soul intent is close to that of a true god. No one in the continent can withstand this soul attack. He's definitely just bluffing. True god Tian Fa tried to convince himself. However, right at this moment, a shocking eye intent appeared in Zhao Feng's left eye, and it made true god Tian Fa's expression change. Wang, countless arcs of white lightning flashed in Zhao Feng's left eye, and a surge of destruction intent appeared along with a powerful soul undulation. Tribulation, lightning, eye flame. Zhao Feng extracted a certain amount of the power of God Tribulation, lightning from his lightning soul body and gathered it in his left eye. Boom! A ball of twisting symbols of God Tribulation, lightning burned like a flame, and suddenly landed on true God Tian Fa's soul with a terrifying destructive soul aura. At the same time, true God Tian Fa's soul attack also landed on Zhao Feng's soul. Wang, almost 5,000 symbols of God Tribulation, lightning in Zhao Feng's lightning soul body flashed with a golden white light and released a destructive power that could suppress ghosts and gods. Most of true God Tian Fa's soul attack was destroyed by the symbols of God Tribulation lightning. A small portion landed in Zhao Feng's left eye, but it was like a rock sinking into the ocean. There was no reaction at all. On the other side, true God Tian Fa had a splitting headache, and he screamed in pain. How is this possible? How can my soul attack be ineffective? Do you have a defensive divine weapon that protects your soul? True God Tian Fa looked at Zhao Feng in fear. Wind, lightning, eye flame. A surge of eye intent appeared from Zhao Feng's left eye. Boom! Another ball of God Tribulation, lightning, eye flame exploded in true God Tian Fa's head. True God Tian Fa's injuries hadn't completely healed yet, so he was once again destroyed by Zhao Feng's eye bloodline technique. At this moment, he was in so much pain that he wanted to die. Master, true God Tian Fa's soul has reached rank 3 true God. Although he was severely injured by you last time, and his soul intent is close to that of true God, it will still be difficult to kill him. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon said within the misty spatial world. Rank 3 true God. Zhao Feng was slightly surprised. He didn't expect true God Tian Fa to be so strong at his peak. Furthermore, the soul of a true God was indeed very hard to kill. If that's the case, then all the more I can't let you live. Zhao Feng's expression changed, and a killing intent appeared. Zhao Feng would enter the ancient desolate realm of God sooner or later. If true God Tian Fa returned to the ancient desolate realm of gods, he would definitely lead the force behind him to deal with Zhao Feng. True God Tian Fa could use his full strength in the ancient desolate realm of gods, and the force behind him wasn't something that Zhao Feng could fight. Illusion, soul charge. I have Ice Soul. Forbidden illusion, lost world. Zhao Feng circulated his God's spiritual eye and used all kinds of soul eye bloodline techniques to attack true God Tian Fa. Stop. True God Tian Fa howled in pain. Right now, he was extremely regretful. He shouldn't have used soul attacks on Zhao Feng just now. He never would have thought that Zhao Feng didn't just have a strong soul defense. His soul attacks were even more shocking. One had to know that although true God Tian Fa's cultivation was low, his soul intent was close to that of a true God. At this moment, although the soul attacks that Zhao Feng used weren't able to destroy his soul, they did injure it to a certain extent, and he felt an unbearable pain in his soul. True God Tian Fa merged the spear in his hand with a surge of chaotic divine power and threw it out. Boom! Pong! The black dragon golden spear exploded when it neared Zhao Feng. Terrifying divine power engulfed heaven and earth as it spread in every direction. Whoosh! A triangular piece of metal appeared in Zhao Feng's hand. Zhao Feng had a huge advantage in terms of the soul, and true God Tian Fa wasn't able to fight back at all. However, in terms of the physical dimension, Zhao Feng had no other choice but to use a divine weapon to block true God Tian Fa's killing blow. Ding! The triangular piece of metal in Zhao Feng's hand turned into a black shield that blocked the storm of destruction. Dark cloud flash. True God Tian Fa's body turned into a ball of black mist that hid in the air and flashed away. That is, true God Tian Fa's eyes widened in shock when he saw the black shield in Zhao Feng's hand before he left. I didn't think that this item would be in your hands. True God Tion Fa instantly spat out a mouthful of blood. He never would have thought that the item he needed to complete his mission would be in Zhao Feng's hands. From the looks of it, Zhao Feng seemed to be able to use the ancient god seal. Where do you think you're going? A wisp of hidden mental energy flashed through Zhao Feng's left eye as he left a mark of the god eye on True God Tion Fa. Come out. Zhao Feng immediately summoned the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Yes, Master. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon obviously understood what Zhao Feng meant. Wang, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, released a scarlet-black draconic flame. It turned into a giant black dragon that was 400 to 500 yards long. It carried Zhao Feng and turned into a streak of flame that chased after True God Tion Fa. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's level far surpassed True God Tion Fa's, but it was heavily injured, and its foundation was damaged in many areas. Sky-locking bow. A dark silver bow appeared in Zhao Feng's hand as he stood on the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's head. With a whoosh, a dark purple arrow pierced through the air and into True God Tion Fa's chest. With such a powerful flying steed, Zhao Feng only needed to focus on attacking. In the distant sky, a bald old man and a few martial monarchs flew across the sky at high speed. The bald elder was the Grand Elder of the Divine Wind Pavilion, and the Divine Wind Pavilion was a 3-star power in Yu Province. When the news of the battle near the Hall of Gods arrived at the Divine Wind Pavilion, the bald elder prepared to go and see what was going on. Right at this moment, a terrifying aura that shook heaven and earth appeared in the distance. Whoosh! A ball of dark light left behind a series of afterimages in the air. Boom! The Grand Elder of the Divine Wind Pavilion and the Emperors spat out a mouthful of blood as their bodies trembled. Who was that person? The bald elder's heart shook. The Emperors behind him were stunned and hadn't recovered from their shock. In that instant just now, they felt as if they were already dead. Just as they were about to let out a breath, another giant black flame flashed through the air. The terrifying destructive aura was enough to kill late-stage sacred lords. A gigantic pitch-black dragon that was 400 to 500 feet long chased after the streak of dark light with raging flames. And on the head of this giant dragon stood a golden-haired man whose entire body flickered with dark golden lightning. His expression was cold, and his cold eyes were suffused with a piercingly cold, killing intent. He was like a dragon riding god of war. That's the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. The bald elder's words were unclear, and his body trembled. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was a terrifying being that could bring disaster to the continent zone. However, he saw a figure standing on the head of the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Isn't it the Grand Elder of the Hall of Gods, Zhao Feng? The bald elder couldn't believe that the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon that had a wisp of the Destruction Dragon race bloodline was willing to serve Zhao Feng. Chapter 1142. Skylocking Bow. Zhao Feng stood on the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's head and used the Skylocking Bow to continuously attack True God Tion Fa. At this moment, Zhao Feng was still a distance away from True God Tion Fa, so he could only rely on the Skylocking Bow to attack from a distance. With True God Tion Fa's current level, the Skylocking Bow wouldn't be able to do much damage to him. But if this continued, he would definitely be heavily injured and affect True God Tion Fa's speed. Wang, Zhao Feng merged a surge of soul eye bloodline flame into the arrow formed by the Skylocking Bow. With a whoosh, the arrow traveled several dozen thousand miles and pierced through True God Tion Fa's chest. See, soul-level damage. True God Tion Fa exclaimed. After taking some healing medicine, True God Tion Fa immediately used a spatial technique. Whoosh! True God Tion Fa turned into a ball of black mist that hid in the air and disappeared in a flash. Soon, a black flaming dragon with monstrous crimson draconic flames caught up to this place. Chase closely. Let's see how long he can run for. Zhao Feng's expression became cold. Zhao Feng was using the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon to fly, while true god Tian Fa was running away with injuries. The situation was completely different. Within the continent zone, this pursuit extended from Yu province all the way into the continent zone. Wherever it passed, the sky darkened and mountains and rivers shattered. Of course, news of this battle had spread across the continent zone long ago, so the forces and sects that were about to reach all retreated in advance in case they were caught in a disaster. On this day, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon flew through the territory of the Dong family, one of the 8 big families. In the distance, the upper echelon of the Dong family looked at Zhao Feng in shock. I didn't expect it to be true. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon has been tamed by Zhao Feng. The Grand Elder of the Dong family was stunned. Even though he was personally witnessing this scene, he didn't dare to believe it. In everyone's eyes, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was the symbol of destruction and terror. However, at this moment, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had become the mount of a human. But who is the one being chased by Zhao Feng? I've never seen such a person in the continent zone before. The upper echelon of the Dong family obviously couldn't see true god Tian Fa's true appearance. However, even if no one recognized the person being chased by Zhao Feng, just the mount beneath Zhao Feng's feet was enough to shake the entire continent zone. Back then, the Sky Suspension Palace and the Grand Imperial Hall had been able to force the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon to escape even when they teamed up. During the Lord Dynasty War, Demigod Dragon Emperor personally fought the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, but still managed to escape. It was hard to imagine just how much power and methods the Hall of Gods possessed to be able to capture the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon and tame it. Based on this alone, there was no force in the entire empire that could compare to them. When this matter is over, the Dong clan will also express our goodwill to the Hall of Gods. The Grand Elder of the Dong clan made a shocking decision. No one in the Dong clan objected to this. Apart from this pursuit, Demigod Dragon Emperor's true god tribulation was the focus of the Great Gone Lord Dynasty. Qian Province, a barren land. The dark sky flickered with lightning from the 9 heavens. The earth trembled as surges of destructive god tribulation, lightning intimidated all living beings within several dozen thousand miles. This was where Demigod Dragon Emperor was undergoing his tribulation. The 2 demigods of the Grand Imperial Hall guarded the north and west sides. The other members of the Grand Imperial Hall gathered in the southeast. The lightning in the sky slowly dimmed, and the destructive aura also started to fade. From the looks of it, Demigod Dragon Emperor succeeded. Luckily, nothing unexpected happened. The 2 demigods of the Grand Imperial Hall messaged. In the center of the god tribulation forbidden ground, Demigod Dragon Emperor, who was scorched black, opened his bright eyes. Success. After the baptism of the god tribulation lightning, a desolate aura of origin has formed in my body. Demigod Dragon Emperor was extremely excited. His soul could faintly feel that there was a mysterious land in the center of the vast fan universe. Although my sacred body was damaged by the god tribulation lightning, it will be able to transform into a divine body soon. Demigod Dragon Emperor inspected his tattered body and wasn't worried at all. Only when his sacred body transformed into a divine body would it be the safest for him to head to the ancient desolate realm of gods. At that time, it would be impossible for Demigod Dragon Emperor to stay in the continent zone even if he wanted to. There's still some time before my sacred body becomes a divine body. It's time for me to reform the Hall of Gods and shock the Great Gone Lord Dynasty. Demigod Dragon Emperor had a smile on his face. Apart from the fact that his sacred body hadn't completely transformed into a divine body, Demigod Dragon Emperor had reached the level of a true god. At this moment, he was the strongest expert in the continent zone. Even Demigod Dark Dragon didn't dare to fight with him. Zhao Feng, just wait for True God Dragon Emperor's punishment. True God Dragon Emperor couldn't help but laugh. Right at this moment, True God Dragon Emperor suddenly felt a weird divine power aura. All of a sudden, a heaven-shaking aura of primordial god force descended upon them. The two demigods of the Grand Imperial Hall acted as if they were facing a great enemy. Whoosh! A cloud of dark light streaked across the void and disappeared into the horizon. That is, the expression of true God Dragon Emperor, who had just finished his God Tribulation Lightning, changed dramatically. With his current cultivation, he could obviously feel that the figure that just flew by was True God Tion Fa. True God Tion Fa isn't dead. True God Dragon Emperor instantly felt like he was sitting on pins and needles. True God Tion Fa's terrifying strength was still fresh in his mind. He had defeated all the demigods of the two Lord dynasties by himself. He would never forget this kind of terror. At that instant, another destructive aura swept toward them like a pitch-black canopy. Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, Zhao Feng. True God Dragon Emperor's expression changed once more, and his eyes were filled with shock. He even suspected that his eyes were playing tricks on him. At this moment, Zhao Feng was standing on the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's head. Rumble. Boom. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon instantly flew over this barren ground. What's going on? True God Dragon Emperor immediately asked the other members of the Grand Imperial Hall. Reporting to Grand Elder, this happened 2 months ago. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon seems to have been tamed by the Hall of Gods and is now Zhao Feng's mount. We still haven't found out the background of the person that Zhao Feng is chasing after. An upper echelon of the Imperial Skynet immediately reported to True God Dragon Emperor. They've been chasing after him for 2 months. True God Dragon Emperor's expression instantly froze, and waves started to churn in his heart. Zhao Feng had tamed the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon and fought with True God Tion Fa for 2 months. True God Dragon Emperor didn't expect that such a big thing would happen while he was in seclusion trying to break through to the heavenly divine realm. Zhao Feng, the ancient soul hall won't let you go if you dare to kill me. True God Tion Fa's aura was weak, and he was exhausted. After being chased by Zhao Feng for 2 months, no matter how many sacred medicines he ate, he was unable to recover from the severe injuries to his body and soul. At this moment, Zhao Feng was getting closer and closer to True God Tion Fa. Die. Zhao Feng had a cold expression as a triangular piece of metal appeared in his hand. Ding, ding. The triangular piece of metal turned into a black metal bow. The bow was covered in green lines and flashed with a faint golden light. Zhao Feng poured his divine power into it and pulled on the black bowstring. Boom! A frightening black arrow light dragged along a pitch-black, violent hurricane as it charged forward. Not good, I can't dodge it. True God Tion Fa felt as if this arrow had locked onto him. This was the attack of a divine weapon. Although Zhao Feng was only at the late stages of the mystic light realm and his divine power wasn't pure, True God Tion Fa was heavily injured and didn't even have 40% of his original strength. Black Demon Wind Shield. True God Tion Fa burned his divine power and used a defensive secret technique. Wang, a spinning black light shield appeared in front of True God Tion Fa. Pung, pung. The next instant, Zhao Feng's arrow collided with it. Boom, boom. True God Tion Fa's defensive secret technique was instantly shattered. Although True God Tion Fa expected this and retreated, he was still hit by the storm of destruction. Damn it, this means that I can only give up my body. True God Tion Fa was extremely conflicted. It took him a lot of effort to cultivate this body to the level of a sacred king. If his soul escaped and tried to take over another body, who knew how long it would take for him to recover to his peak? However, compared to death, True God Tion Fa still chose to take over another body. If True God Tion Fa was killed by a sacred lord from a low-tier dimension, he wouldn't be able to rest in peace. Just as True God Tion Fa was about to escape and take over another body, Wang, a layer of rainbow-colored mystic light, sacred power, appeared around true God Tian Fa. At this instant, heaven and earth seemed to tremble as countless elements moved through the air. Not good. This is the myriad forms dimension. True God Tian Fa's eyes shook, and fear appeared in his heart. All of true God Tian Fa's actions were seen by Zhao Feng's God's spiritual eye. How could he escape? At this moment, true God Tian Fa was trapped within Zhao Wan's myriad forms origin dimension. Although Zhao Wan was only at the late stages of the mystic light realm, he could become a sacred king at any time. Furthermore, the origin dimension of a descendant of the 8 great god, eyes, wasn't something that could be easily escaped from. Now is the time for you to die. Zhao Feng's God spiritual eye saw through everything and locked onto true God Tian Fa within the myriad forms dimension. Tribulation lightning eye flame. Countless arcs of white lightning flashed in Zhao Feng's left eye as a surge of soul-destroying intent appeared. At this moment, there were more than 5,000 symbols of God tribulation lightning in Zhao Feng's lightning soul body. If he used all of them on the tribulation lightning eye flame, what kind of power would it have? Zhao Feng's heart shook, and he became extremely excited. Boom! A ball of twisting symbols of God tribulation lightning burned like fire and exploded on true God Tian Fa's soul within the myriad forms dimension. At the same time that the tribulation lightning eye flame was unleashed, Zhao Feng pulled back the bowstring of the black metal bow. Whoosh! A black divine light arrow was suddenly shot out. On the other side, Zhao Wan put the origin dimension back at the critical moment so that it wouldn't be damaged. Boom! True God Tian Fa, who was in the middle of the tribulation lightning eye flame, was pierced by the bow-shaped ancient god seal. A rank 3 true god actually died here. The black destruction serpent dragon snickered. After being chased for 2 months, true God Tian Fa was heavily injured and had no chance of surviving against Zhao Feng's terrifying eye bloodline technique and divine weapon. At this moment, the black destruction serpent dragon felt proud as Zhao Feng's steed. After the storm dissipated and confirming that true God Tian Fa was dead, Zhao Feng's God spiritual eye stopped circulating. Let's go. Zhao Feng waved his left arm and used the misty spatial world to teleport away. The members of the Imperial Skynet in the Grand Imperial Hall reported the result to True God Dragon Emperor on the day that the pursuit ended. True God Tian Fa is dead. True God Dragon Emperor's breathing stopped for a moment. His eyes were dazed, and his mind went blank. Although True God Tian Fa wasn't at his peak, he was still a powerful true god of the ancient desolate realm of gods, and yet he was killed by a mystic light realm sacred lord. Furthermore, it was also unbelievable that Zhao Feng was able to make the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon yield. With Zhao Feng's resources, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon strength would increase rapidly. True God Dragon Emperor originally wanted to teach the Hall of Gods a lesson after he became a true god before entering the ancient desolate realm of gods. However, at this moment, True God Dragon Emperor didn't even dare to think about it. I'll let him live for now. Once I enter the ancient desolate realm of gods and find the Imperial's ancestors, I'll teach him a lesson. True God Dragon Emperor harumphed coldly. Many true gods had entered the ancient desolate realm of gods after the Grand Imperial Hall was established. True God Dragon Emperor's first mission was to find the Imperial's ancestors. Chapter 1143. However, this was also because Zhao Feng's standards were too high. The cultivation resources and heaven-grade weapons within True God Tian Fa's interspatial dimension were peerless treasures in the continent zone. True God Tian Fa's interspatial dimension is also a substandard god weapon. Could True God Tian Fa have come here to find the ancient god seal? Sky Suspension Palace didn't have much ambition, and the Grand Imperial Hall was very low-key right now. They tolerated whatever the Hall of Gods did and turned a blind eye to it. At this moment, Zhao Feng only wanted him to guard the Hall of Gods for 30 years. After 30 years, he could head directly to the ancient desolate realm of gods. Then, Zhao Feng turned his attention to the other items. At that moment, Zhao Feng received news that the Grand Imperial Hall had a new demigod, and True God Dragon Emperor had already left for the ancient desolate realm of gods. 7th level of the sacred lightning body. Of course, Zhao Feng wouldn't care about these things. Bai Qingwe would deal with them. Luckily, True God Tian Efe is dead. This was also why the non-humans didn't do anything after the Dragon Emperor went to the ancient desolate realm of gods. One day, Zhao Wang returned to the Hall of Gods, and Zhao Feng pulled Zhao Wang into the misty spatial world. When he killed True God Tian Fa, although the storage dimension of the substandard god weapon was damaged, it wasn't completely destroyed. The upper echelons of many forces in the Great Gon dynasty came to the Hall of Gods one after another. Some seemed to be requesting to become a subordinate force of the Hall of Gods. Originally, Kuan Yin was planning to break through to the heavenly divine realm in 100 years. Therefore, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon met the requirements to enter the ancient desolate realm of gods. As long as one had enough ancient desolate origin energy in their body, they would be able to sense the existence of the ancient desolate realm of gods. The last deal is this. After I leave, you will guard the Hall of Gods for 30 years. The reward is that you can enter the ancient desolate realm of gods early. This piece of metal was just a normal metal and didn't have much use. However, True God Tian Fa had placed it in his storage dimension, which confused Zhao Feng. The ground where Zhao Feng stood suddenly collapsed, forming a huge pit that was hundreds of meters wide. The inside of the pit was char-black. Nan Gongxing's expression was solemn, as if he was unwilling to accept this. What? You want to break through to the heavenly divine realm? After a long time, Zhao Feng came to a conclusion. In just a short while, Zhao Feng had completely memorized the contents of these two divine grade cultivation techniques. Then, he slowly comprehended them. On this day, Zhao Feng arrived at Kuan Yun's residence. 1 year later, Master, when are we leaving? Although these two cultivation techniques were not suitable for Zhao Feng, there were thousands of Daos, and they all had something in common. This is? My realm has naturally broken through to the Saint King realm. I want to make a final deal with you. After a few more days, Zhao Feng discovered that the Hall of Gods was even livelier than before. After the Dragon Emperor left, the royal family of the Great Qian dynasty also kept a low profile. You don't need to worry about this. His eye has the potential to become the 9th god eye, and once the 9th god eye fully matures, Yu Qianhao stared at the forbidden area where Zhao Feng was, and a sense of admiration rose in his heart. The last deal. The use of this piece of black metal was to sense the location of the ancient god seal. Zhao Feng stared at the black ring in his hand. Now that his sacred lightning body had reached the 7th level, he had reached the level of a true god. Zhao Feng let out a breath. Even though he was continuously merging with the power of the evil god to increase his strength, he was still left far behind by Zhao Feng. He could only look at Zhao Feng's back. From the looks of it, True God Tian Fa used up most of his resources to reincarnate. After leaving the hall that Kuan Yin was in, Zhao Feng walked around the Hall of Gods and talked with Bai Qingwe, Supreme Emperor Dark Knight, Old Monster Su, and other people who were loyal to him. He also told them about this matter. Kuan Yin didn't even think and immediately agreed to Zhao Feng's suggestion. Limitless battle intent burned in Yu Tianhao's eyes. The chances of breaking through to the heavenly divine realm were higher in the ancient desolate realm of gods, and there were more rewards. Why wouldn't Kuan Yin accept such a good deal? Although the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was still a sacred king, its Destruction Dragon body was extremely strong. It wasn't any weaker than Zhao Feng's 7th level sacred lightning body. Zhao Feng was slightly disappointed. There wasn't anything in True God Tian Fa's interspatial dimension that attracted Zhao Feng's attention. True God Tian Fa seemed to be extremely shocked when he took out the ancient god seal. Kuan Yin thought that Zhao Feng wouldn't need his help in the future. However, thinking about it, Zhao Feng's current strength was unrivaled in the Lord dynasty, and he was the strongest expert in the Great Gone Lord dynasty after Demigod Dragon Emperor. He remembered that when true god Tian Fa descended, Zhao Feng's ancient god seal had undergone some sort of change. Zhao Feng's state of existence was slowly increasing. A while ago, there were only rumors in the Great Gone Lord dynasty that the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had been tamed by Zhao Feng, but the evil god mental thought body didn't personally witness it. After Kuan Yin heard all of this from his previous life as a demigod, he understood that this method was indeed possible. Zhao Feng was already preparing to enter the ancient desolate realm of gods. However, none of the divine techniques here were suitable for Zhao Feng. Kuan Yin's expression froze. Zhao Feng's divine sense entered it and found that it was extremely empty. There were only some low-tier resources, weapons, and ancient books left. Continue cultivating. I'll allow you to recover to the demigod realm. As for why true god Tian Fa and the force behind him placed so much importance on the ancient god seal, Zhao Feng didn't know. It's just a normal metal item. Zhao Feng sighed. Some normal 2-star forces had to go through a strict selection process if they wanted to become a subsidiary force of the Hall of Gods. After all, even his master, ancient god Xieyang, wasn't able to kill the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon and was only able to seal it. The rise of the Hall of Gods caused the strength of the Great Gone Lord dynasty to slightly surpass the Dark Moon Lord dynasty. Everything within 10,000 miles of where Zhao Feng was cultivating was like a dark world of lightning. Just by looking at it from afar, one could feel the terrifying pressure of lightning. Zhao Wang was slightly surprised and then looked at Zhao Feng. Zhao Feng circulated the 5 elemental wind lightning technique and quickly absorbed the energy within the herbs. The evil god mental thought body's body shook, and respect appeared in its heart. Kuan Yin immediately knew that the reward Zhao Feng was talking about was giving him enough ancient desolate origin chi, so that Kuan Yin could enter the ancient desolate realm of gods using this method. This small piece of black metal was extremely normal, but it attracted Zhao Feng's attention because it was similar to the divine weapon in Zhao Feng's hand, the ancient god seal. Zhao Feng then returned to the misty spatial world and started to enter seclusion. Zhao Feng opened his god's spiritual eye and closely inspected the small piece of metal. On a certain day, the Yu family of the 8 big families also came to the Hall of Gods. The most important requirement to enter the ancient desolate realm of gods was that one's state of existence had to at least reach the level of a demigod. Zhao Feng and Kuan Yin then signed a blood contract. No, I'm with the ancient desolate realm of gods to break through to the heavenly divine realm. However, after calming down, Kuan Yin felt that he was too stupid. This amount should be enough. Many ancient resources floated in front of Zhao Feng within the misty spatial world. Zhao Feng came to a shocking conclusion after combining the clues from the battle between the true gods and the god corpse. Back in the Imperial tombs, he and Zhao Feng were evenly matched, but now, Zhao Feng had become the #1 person in the Lord dynasty. Okay, the expression of the evil god mental thought body within Nan Gongxing's body changed. Zhao Feng gave an interspatial dimension to Kuan Yin. So strong. While the Hall of Gods was rapidly expanding and spreading across the entire Great Gone Lord dynasty, excitement flashed through the eyes of the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Above the Heaven grade was the Divine grade. God-tier techniques were also split into low-tier, middle-tier, high-tier, and peak-tier. What is it? At this moment, Zhao Feng remembered the scene of him fighting with true God Tian Fa. They're all peak-tier, heaven-tier techniques, and there are even God-tier techniques. Zhao Feng was only at the late stages of the mystic light realm. No matter how fast his cultivation speed was, how could he break through to the heavenly divine realm every 10 years? Even from several dozen thousand miles away, Zhao Wan could feel the terrifying physical pressure. A light flashed through Zhao Feng's eyes. As long as the Hall of Gods was given a few dozen years, or even 10 years, their overall strength will be able to suppress the Grand Imperial Hall and Sky Suspension Palace. On the other side, Zhao Wan was also cultivating the Golden Koan sacred lightning body. The two of them shared their experience, and their cultivation speed had reached an unprecedented level. 5,000 God Tribulation lightning symbols flashed within his lightning soul body and released a surge of destructive God Tribulation lightning that started to refine his sacred lightning body. Maybe I'll be able to enter the ancient desolate realm of gods soon. Zhao Feng calmly sat down and said with a faint smile. After saying that, Zhao Feng started to consolidate the sacred lightning body that had just broken through. Right now, the overall strength of the Hall of Gods is the same as the two 4-star forces, but the Hall of Gods has more potential. Zhao Feng told Kuan Yun's plan. In just a few days, Zhao Feng had comprehended many profound techniques from these two God-tier techniques. At the same time, his knowledge had increased. Rumble. Boom. This was the first thought that appeared in Kuan Yun's mind. Zhao Feng, you're the person that I respect the most, but I will definitely catch up to you. Zhao Feng's eyes first locked onto a small piece of black metal. Wang, at a certain moment, the bones in Zhao Feng's body started to crackle, and the dark yellow lightning tattoos on his skin started to release a stunning flash of lightning. After Zhao Feng rode the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon around the continent zone, the influence of the Hall of Gods in the continent zone was comparable to the two 4-star forces, and it was even faintly surpassing them. Kuan Yun's eyes were solemn as he inspected Zhao Feng. If true God Tian Fa escaped and returned to the ancient desolate realm of gods, then the force behind Zhao Feng would definitely target him. The remaining cultivation resources in the dimension weren't enough to catch Zhao Feng's eyes. Zhao Feng picked up some ancient books. I didn't expect Zhao Feng's strength to have reached such a level. He tamed the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon and even defeated true God Tian Fa. Zhao Feng picked up the two God-tier techniques in the interspatial dimension after cleaning them up, the Nine Heavens Dragon Destruction Spear and the Black Yuan Divine Technique. The Hall of Gods wasn't far away from Zhao Feng's goal of ruling the continent. Joy and excitement appeared on Zhao Feng's face. Almost no one in the continent zone was able to harm Zhao Feng at all. Zhao Feng told Kuan Yun the contents of the trade. That's right, he does indeed have the aura of the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Crack, crack. Layers of dark yellow lightning surrounded Zhao Feng's body. Zhao Wan's aura of wind lightning suddenly increased, and a dark yellow sacred power of lightning surged through heaven and earth. The instant Zhao Feng returned to the Hall of Gods, in another hall within the Forbidden Grounds. Chapter 1144. Zhao Wan's cultivation talent wasn't very good, so he was only an early stage Sacred Lord. However, from Zhao Feng's point of view, this was a good thing. This way, Zhao Wan would be able to cultivate in the ancient desolate realm of gods earlier and make up for his lack of talent. Zhao Feng, you're going to take them to the ancient desolate realm of gods as well. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon looked at Zhao Wan and Zhao Wang in surprise. In reality, one could take others with them when entering the ancient desolate realm of gods. For example, the elder from the spiritual race had taken Zhao Yufei away. However, this would give the person entering the ancient desolate realm of gods double the spatial pressure. This meant that if Zhao Feng took another living being into the ancient desolate realm of gods, he would have to face the spatial pressure of two people. Therefore, all the true gods that entered the ancient desolate realm of gods in the history of the continent zone came alone. Zhao Feng's current state of existence had only reached the level of a demigod. If he took the little thieving cat, Zhao Wan, and Zhao Wang, he definitely wouldn't be able to smoothly reach the ancient desolate realm of gods. You don't need to worry about that. Zhao Feng obviously understood what the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was worried about. Zhao Feng's consciousness entered the dimension of his god, I, and touched a whirlpool within the mysterious golden ball. The next instant, Zhao Feng, Zhao Wan, and Zhao Wang all disappeared from the misty spatial world. Where did they go? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's expression changed. At this instant, Zhao Feng and company completely disappeared from this dimension, and there were no auras in the outside world. Whoosh! Zhao Feng appeared in the misty spatial world once more, but Zhao Wan and Zhao Wang didn't appear this time. Master, where did you send them? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon asked in surprise. Zhao Feng didn't reply and left the misty spatial world. Zhao Wan and Zhao Wang were clones created from Zhao Feng's soul, so it wasn't a big deal for them to know the secrets of the ancient dream realm. Furthermore, Zhao Feng believed that sending them into the ancient dream realm wouldn't affect Zhao Feng. Furthermore, Zhao Feng and the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon could carry the little thieving cat, so there wouldn't be much of a problem. Zhao Feng gave by Qingyue all the beasts in the misty spatial world. Most of these beasts had the strength of an emperor or sacred lord. They were completely useless against Zhao Feng. However, if they stayed in the Hall of Gods, they would become a powerful fighting force. Whoosh! Zhao Feng waved his arm, and his figure slowly faded in a layer of silver shadow. Namlin Sea, floating dream domain, heavenly zither region. A golden-haired man suddenly descended upon the Sky Qin Sacred Palace. This time, the entire Sky Qin Sacred Palace no longer feared Zhao Feng. Instead, they looked at him with respect. Zhao Feng, you're here to see her again. The Sky Qin Palace master grinned. There is only one reason why Zhao Feng would come to the Sky Qin Sacred Palace. Zhao Feng chatted with the Sky Qin Palace master for a bit before arriving at the forbidden grounds of the Sky Qin Sacred Palace. Zhao Feng stood silently within the abyss covered in clouds as he gazed at an ancient and mysterious temple in front of him. Even Zhao Feng's golden eye wasn't able to see through this mysterious temple. Zhao Feng stood there for 3 days. However, what he didn't know was that on the 49th floor of the Samsara Ancient Sound Palace, Lu Qinin also stood there for 3 days as she looked at Zhao Feng with a gentle and reluctant gaze. At a certain moment, Zhao Feng's expression changed slightly. Qinin, if I have the chance, I will come back to see you. Zhao Feng had a calm expression as he said faintly. Since true God Tian Fa was able to descend upon the continent zone, this meant that Zhao Feng had a chance to return to the continent zone after entering the ancient desolate realm of gods. Whoosh! The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon appeared next to Zhao Feng. We're finally leaving this damned place. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon grinned and said. Zhao Feng followed the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's instructions and gathered the ancient desolate origin aura deep within his body. At the same time, he released his divine sense and sensed the ancient desolate realm of gods. Wang, from the center of the distant fan universe, a faint ripple came from it. A weird spatial ripple appeared around the two of them, and it gave off a faint ancient and desolate aura. Zhao Feng and the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's figures started to fade away in a weird spatial ripple before completely disappearing with a schwa. Apart from the few people that Zhao Feng had placed the Dark Heart Seal on, no one else realized that the strongest expert of the continent zone, Zhao Feng, had completely disappeared from this dimension. On the peak of a certain mountain in the island zone next to the Sky Qin zone, an ancient and tall elder stood with his hands behind his back as he looked into the distance. The elder wore a black cloak that was as quiet as the night. His eyes seemed turbid, but they were as deep as the stars and radiated endless wisdom. A silver-black lazy cat laid on the elder's shoulder, and it seemed to be fast asleep. He's finally left. The sixth warlock Divine Sage sighed. His deep eyes were looking in the direction of the Fan Luin Ancient Sound Palace. Qin, even I can't divine your fate. The sixth warlock Divine Sage had a complicated expression as he shook his head. Big lazy cat, we should go back as well. Meow. The sleeping silver-black cat opened its tired eyes and gave a lazy yawn. This is the pressure of passing through space? Zhao Feng said with difficulty. At this moment, Zhao Feng and the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon were surrounded by layers of dark silver. Every time they passed through a layer of dark silver, Zhao Feng and the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon would be hit by a terrifying spatial ripple. Master, you and I are carrying the little thieving cat, so the pressure of passing through space is slightly greater and lasts longer. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's body was in tatters. The dimension of the fan universe was boundless. At the center of the fan universe was an enormous piece of land called the ancient desolate realm of gods. There were countless continents of various sizes around the ancient desolate realm of gods, and the further one went, the smaller the specks of dust became. The area outside the ancient desolate realm of gods was called the outer dimension. Spatial distortions would often appear in the outer dimension, and powerful beings could feel a faint ripple of space quickly passing through this area and heading toward the ancient desolate realm of gods. Space suddenly started to twist in an old forest on the outskirts of the ancient desolate realm of gods. Two transparent figures gradually turned corporeal and appeared on the ground. One of them had long golden hair that shone like the sun, and it was abnormally dazzling under the blazing sun. The other male was covered in black dragon scales, and a smile that hadn't appeared in a long time appeared on his savage face. What dense heaven, earth, Yuan Qi? The instant Zhao Feng appeared in this dimension, he felt the dense and even chaotic heaven, earth, Yuan Qi. If he cultivated here, the effect would be the same as cultivating in a pile of supreme-grade primal crystal stones in the continent zone. Moreover, this heaven-earth Yuan Qi was extremely pure, as if it had been fused with an ancient aura. However, this was a place that had remained intact since the ancient era. Being in this dimension, Zhao Feng suddenly felt that the continent zone he was in seemed to be an illusory world. Here, his body felt more stable than ever, and it seemed to be cheering as a comfortable feeling spread through his entire body. Thump, thump, thump. Zhao Feng's god spiritual, I suddenly began to pulse. Zhao Feng felt that the god spiritual, I was undergoing some sort of change. That's right, those two. Zhao Feng's consciousness entered the god-eye dimension and instantly arrived in the ancient dream realm. Two figures stood in front of Zhao Feng, Zhao Wang and Zhao Wan. But at this moment, the three of them were frozen in place as they felt the heaven-earth Yuan Qi madly surge in the ancient dream realm. The density of heaven-earth Yuan Qi and desolate origin energy in the ancient dream realm is increasing. While Zhao Feng was shocked, he was also overjoyed. Originally, the heaven-earth Yuan Qi in the ancient dream realm was only one level richer than the continent zone. The biggest benefit that Zhao Feng obtained from cultivating here was the ancient aura. But now, the density of heaven-earth Yuan Qi in the ancient dream realm was rapidly increasing, and it was even approaching the density of the ancient desolate realm of gods. As far as Zhao Feng's eyes could see, everything was silently changing. Let's not worry about this for now. Zhao Feng's consciousness took Zhao Wang and Zhao Wan away from the ancient dream realm. Black Serpent Dragon, where is this? Zhao Feng immediately asked. Master, I don't know. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon replied. The ancient desolate realm of gods is extremely large. Even the area I've been to before probably isn't even 1,000th of the ancient desolate realm of gods. Just as Zhao Feng was about to question it, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon revealed a respectful expression and spoke again. There's people ahead. Zhao Feng's gaze passed through 10,000 miles and saw a group of humanoids. There were only a dozen or so people in this group, and most of them were peak-tier kings or emperors. Whoosh! Zhao Feng put the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon into the misty spatial world and then flew toward this group. While flying, Zhao Feng felt that the laws of space in the ancient desolate realm of gods were extremely similar to the ancient dream realm. His speed was greatly suppressed, and it was like comparing a turtle to a rabbit in the continent zone. Who? The group that was flying quickly stopped. Who are you? A middle-aged male with the head of a goat and the body of a human stood on a green-winged wolf. His expression was slightly pale white, and he instantly became wary. This middle-aged male had reached the early stage Sacred Lord realm, and he was the strongest expert in the group. There was a carriage behind the green-winged wolf. The curtain opened, and a female with a pair of green horns and a face as white as jade closely inspected Zhao Feng. This one used a damaged teleportation array to teleport to an unknown place. I just want to ask where this place is. Zhao Feng concealed his aura and asked with a kind expression. He's not from the giant spirit deer race. A sigh sounded from the group. This is the red maple forest ruled by the sky, Feather Island Lord. The middle-aged male inspected Zhao Feng in confusion. Never heard of it. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's voice sounded from within the misty spatial world. I wonder if there are any populated areas nearby. I want to buy a map. Zhao Feng asked once more. Zhao Feng only wanted to find a place to stay for the time being. Furthermore, this place was a forest with a circumference of tens of thousands of miles. Apart from a few demonic beasts, there was no one else. This area is filled with deadly beasts, and we're heading toward the blazing fire golden sheep race in the western part of the red maple forest. If this young sir doesn't mind, he can come with us. The woman with a pair of green horns on her head said in a slow voice. Lady Lin, how can we bring anyone else? Furthermore, this person is so young, and his strength, the leading middle-aged male immediately tried to persuade her. Uncle Ching, let's help this young sir. He doesn't seem like a bad person. Yulin looked at the slightly helpless Zhao Feng. Thank you very much. Zhao Feng walked into the group before the two of them could come to a decision. Uncle Ching looked at Zhao Feng with dissatisfaction and sighed. Lady Lin was just too kind. It wasn't easy to tell whether someone was a good person or a bad person. Now, he could only hope that Zhao Feng wasn't some minor character. You're tuning into the Warrior Lore YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.